Boy, doozy.
Totally. Now let me just say this.
Shanity, love me, Shanity, love me.
I did it, so I know the guy.
Oh,
Oh, really? You went multiple? Yeah, yeah. I was safe, though. I think they knew I was.
is that why you got that one wandering eye?
I'm just learning about this, so.
He has to refocus every couple of seconds. You know, you see it recheck a little bit.
Oh, just checking for the, yeah.
Uh-huh. He's good, but he's good because he's got his eyes on a swivel.
Eyes on the Lord, looking for the devil.
He's always looking for the devil. That's why. He's a smart cat. No, we weren't Catholic enough for me to be a part of the church. I also got asked to leave Sunday school multiple times.
I can see that, though.
I just didn't enjoy the content.
Yeah?
It just was like I was always I questioned everything. That's why I like Jews. That's part of their religion is to question. Catholics are like, don't ask.
Yeah.
It's none of your business. Jews are like, inquire.
Yeah, let's see what's going on.
Let's figure this out. Yeah, they're all the.
But sometimes the question just goes too far. It's like, whoa, dude,
Yeah,
everything.
relax.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
slow down.
Let's chill out, dude. It's just yoga.
Yeah. You don't need to get the fingerprint kit out.
Yeah, you seem like somebody that was
all night. I wake up, I go to the bathroom, I go to bed. I wake
Oh,
up,
God.
I go write something down, I watch TV. I can't sleep through the night.
Write something down.
Yeah.
What is this? Are you on a ship in the
Solving
Potomac?
murder mysteries week to week, and if I think of the blood was on the shoe, and then I write it down. No, if I get a thought that I can't,
Yeah, you gotta write it down.
You put it in your phone. Don't you put stuff in your phone like that?
Yeah, I'll read a couple.
Yeah, read something that you throw down in your phone recently. What a comic's condition,
A
by
lot
the
of
way.
mine's about gays and a lot of mine's racial stuff, too.
Oh, same.
Blind puzzle making, I thought would be good if they had a game show where it was blind people making puzzles, you know?
Oh, I love that. It says, why do adults like to get spanked? Why do adults like to get spanked during sex? It's gross. It's indicative of childhood trauma. It's very strange.
It's like knock it out, like knock that trunk.
Down, leaving thousands of people in debt. We could very easily lose our house.
Hi, Grandma.
And now everyone's getting laid off work. They took our job. We asked economic reporter Dan Banks for his assessment. You have forsaken the economy. Thine own stockbrokers now lie dead by their own hand, and thou knowest that thou stockbrokers did not fear the economy. You have brought the economy's vengeance upon yourselves. Instead of buying clothes, wear but sheets from thine beds. Instead of cars that take gasoline, we can get around on llamas from Drake's farm. Instead of video games that take batteries and software, our kids will play with squirrels. No more needless spending.
Well, this sucks. Of all the times for people to decide to stop buying things, it had to be the week that Grand Theft Auto 4 comes out. I had a dream last night. I had Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars. Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars just melted in my head. Now look! The reason we're in this situation is because people are being stupid. What people really should be doing is spending more. The economy is just an idea. I applied for this yesterday to prove a point. It is an American Express Platinum card. It has no spending limit. Do not be afraid. This is only plastic. It's just something made up by people. Truly meaningless until we put our faith in it. Without faith, it is only plastic cards and paper money.
He's paying for everyone's debts. Why would he do this?
So that people have money to spend.
No, Kyle, you'll be in debt for the rest of your life. Please, somebody get him to stop.
He paid for our debts so we could spend once more.
He's dead. No, he's just passed out. We should get him to bed. For the first time in almost a year, stores and shopping malls are open again as newly debt-free people feel safe to make purchases. But we must not forget the sacrifice one person made to restore our faith and make us believe in the economy once again. Barack Obama.
Ah, come on!
Meanwhile...
All right, everyone, eat up. You said we had to be careful with our
Oh
money. I've
my
got nothing
god.
Mom, Dad, how come there's suddenly no money?
I'll tell you what happened, son. See, there's a bunch of idiots out there who weren't happy with what they had. They wanted a bigger house and materialistic things that they didn't even need. And these assholes just blindly started buying any stupid thing that looked appealing because they thought money was endless. Do you understand, son?
Yeah, I think I get it. Yeah, I want to return this Margaritaville my stupid dad bought.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I'd like to give you a refund, but I'm afraid it's not doable. You see, this Margaritaville was purchased with a payment plan. Customers just pay for some of the machine and the finance company pays for the rest.
Well, can't I just return it and get the money my dad put in back?
I'm not really sure how it works. You'll have to speak with the people at the top. Hey, welcome to Big Orange Finance Company.
I want to return this Margaritaville.
Yeah, we can't give you your money back for that. Yeah, no. You'd have to talk to the people on Wall Street. Yeah, so the problem is your Margaritaville payment plan has been combined with thousands of others into one big Margaritaville security. Yeah, no.
I'd like to return this Margaritaville, please. My dad bought it on a payment plan that was set up by a finance company which got their principal investors from somebody here.
We lumped thousands of these Margaritaville installment plans together into Margaritaville-based securities.
So I can return it to a bank?
Nope. Because a bunch of people like you are defaulting on their Margaritaville, so the government had to buy the Margaritaville assets from the banks. Just talk to the Treasury Department in D.C. They're the ones who really understand how all this works.
How can we help you, young man?
My dad bought it on a payment plan set up by a finance company that got investors from Wall Street who combined it into securities sold to the banks who transferred it to you.
No problem. We can determine your property's value and we'll be done.
Ah!
We've determined the investment value of your Margaritaville to be $90 trillion.
How can this stupid thing be worth $90 trillion?
Well, you don't get $90 trillion, but the chart says that's what it's worth. Uh-oh, problem again!
What is it now?
Another insurance company's about to go under. If they do, people could lose millions. Now determining most prudent move for insurance company. Bailout! Most prudent move is a bailout. Bail out the insurance company. Wow, the new Margaritaville with salsa dispenser. Just pour your favorite salsa in the top and it comes out the dispenser at the bottom. Oh, we need this.
Mamo, ja se vdám, cecky mám jak dbám. A kundici, chlupatici, komu já ji dám? A kundici, chlupatici, komu já ji dám?
Alright, that's 2.8 centimeters. Should give us a drag of only 26 milliseconds. Hold the front here, Stan.
Hey, guys, it's almost 2 a.m.
We know!
Well, it's way past time for bed.
Sharon, Stan's Pinewood Derby race is tomorrow. Do you have any idea how important this is to him? Stan is not gonna lose to the goddamn Hollises again! Wow, the new Margaritaville with salsa dispenser. Just pour your favorite salsa in the top and it comes out the dispenser at the bottom. Oh, we need this!
Hey, bros, what's going on? This is Mama. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because subscribing makes you feel good.
Hey, I'm trying to teach my son the importance of savings. You already lost his money? Oh, Mr. Marsh, don't worry. We can just transfer money from your account into a portfolio with your son, and it's gone! This line is for people who have money with the bank only. Please step aside. Oh my God, well, how is he doing? Yeah, I'm sure. Okay, well, thank you for telling me, Mr. Stotch. I'll spread the word. Yeah, you take care. Bye. We need to cancel our plans, Sharon. There's gonna be an emergency all-parent meeting at the school tonight.
Why? What happened?
A girl at school, she queefed on one of Stan's friends today.
So?
Alright, everyone. Welcome to the Dolphin Encounter here at the Denver Aquarium. My name is Chad, and I'll be your guide and trainer as you meet these intelligent and truly magical creatures. And here they come. This is Trigger and Dolly. There's Bubbles.
Wow, cool.
Pretty neat birthday, huh, Stan?
Yeah, this is gonna be awesome.
If they come near you, you can touch their backs, just no grabbing, please. What whimsical creatures, aren't they? All the dolphins you will be encountering today are Atlantic bottlenose dolphins. Now, who would like to get a kiss from one?
Well, it's just a block of wood and some wheels. I don't think there's that much more you can do with it.
That's because you're a chick. Now just leave us alone. Don't worry, son. The Hollises are not beating us this year. I went and got something to put inside our car and make it go extra fast.
Dad, we're not allowed to add anything to the car that doesn't come in the approved kit, remember?
Stan, how do you think the Hollises beat us every year? I'm sure they put lead in the wood or something. We're just leveling the playing field. There.
What is that?
It's nothing really.
All right, everyone, eat up.
Aw, Jesus Christ. Sliced hot dogs and tomato slices?
You said we had to be careful with our money. I've got nothing
Dang.
but a food budget.
Oh my
Mom,
god.
Dad, how come there's suddenly no money?
I'll tell you what happened, son. See, there's a bunch of idiots out there who weren't happy with what they had. They wanted a bigger house and materialistic things that they didn't even need. People with no money who got loans to buy frivolous things they had no business buying. Tom, I'm standing outside the Hadron Particle Super Collider in Switzerland, where authorities are shocked and baffled over the theft of a superconducting bending magnet created for use in tests with particle acceleration.
Oh no, he didn't.
Hey, pal. Heard about what happened at school today. You want to talk about it?
Butters was just sitting there, Dad. He didn't even know it was coming.
I know, pal. Sometimes bad things happen to good people. But you know, Butters is still Butters, and he needs you guys right now more than anybody.
You're so
James,
gross, Dad. I mean,
come
what if we never
on,
go to
bro.
school?
Hey, we're getting all the parents together and we're gonna take care of this, okay? Nothing like this will ever happen again. The superconducting magnet was stolen sometime last week. Surveillance cameras were able to record the theft on tape, and police are now looking for Princess Leia Organa of Alderaan. Caught here in these photos, the troubled rebel princess is seen taking the superconducting magnet and then appearing disoriented as she tries to find her way out. If you have any information of Princess Leia's whereabouts, please call your local police department.
I want that entire water park contained and quarantined until I get some answers.
What's going on?
I told you people to keep civilians back.
Sir, please, my son is in there. What's happened?
We don't know yet, all right? There's been a pea breach and a lot of people are dead. Now, I'm sorry, but you're gonna have
Captain, these two men claim to know the situation.
Oh
These
my
assholes
god,
just
I'm
blindly started buying this
retarded,
stupid
bro.
thing that looked appealing because they thought money was endless.
Dude, I'm straight retarded, bro. I swear to God.
Less money coming in. And the idiots couldn't see that by doing all this frivolous spending, they were mocking the economy. And they made the economy very angry. We're all feeling the economy's vengeance because of materialistic heathens who did stupid things with their money. Do you understand, son?
Yeah, I think I get it.
All right, Stan, we're gonna need to check in and have our car inspected to qualify. Now, son, Daddy needs to teach you something very important about tells.
Tells?
When you tell them you only use the approved kit, don't look up and away, don't rub your neck, and don't touch your ear. Otherwise, they'll know you're lying to them, all right? Whenever you need to lie, just don't look up and away, rub your neck, or touch your ear.
Dad, maybe we should just take out the thing you put in the car
Son, you have to learn how to lie correctly someday. Might as well be today, all right? I love you, son.
How
What
much
was that?
longer is this event going
Oh,
to
excuse me,
last?
I had a little hair trapped.
Oh my God, did you just, at the table?
Pardon me.
Mom, gross!
Nasty.
I would like
Me, I wanna kiss it! I wanna kiss it!
All right, let's just get you to put your hands, palms down in the water.
What the hell is that?
Oh no, it's the Japanese!
Fuck you, Dolphin! Thank you, Dolphin!
up, Marsh?
3 hours.
All right, car weighs in at 15 ounces. Do you hereby swear that you use parts in the official Pinewood Derby kit and only parts in the official Pinewood Derby kit?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
All right, young man, good luck today.
Yes! Different kinds of blame from person to person. But the fault lies in all of you! You, who bought that $300,000 house when you only had $20,000 to put down. You, who bought that third car even though only 2 people in your home drive. It is time to stop pointing fingers. Finger pointing gets us nowhere. Steve, we have mocked our economy. And now the economy has cast its vengeance upon us all.
He's right. This is the first guy to actually make sense.
Well, well, look, son, it's the Marshes.
Hey, Hollis, you guys race already?
No, little Emmett hasn't gone yet. Think they're saving the best for last. Clocked her in at home at 1.5 seconds. It's the fastest car we've ever built. Huh. Only fitting our boys should be going head-to-head for their match, hey, Marshy?
Come on, Stan, you can do this! We warned the owner of the park, but he refused to shut down. This was inevitable.
So this is all P-related?
Yes, I tested the pH levels this morning.
And?
It was almost all P, no H. Oh my God. I've got to help him!
Stay back!
You can't just leave my son in there with all that P! Sir, it's possible with the crane we could help any survivors out. I think that would be a very bad idea. Yea, it is an angry and unforgiving economy. To repent, we must stop frivolous spending. Instead of paying for cable, let us watch clouds. Instead of buying clothes, wear but sheets from thine beds. Cut spending to only the bare essentials. Water and bread and margaritas, yay.
You got it, Emmett?
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Suck on that, Hollis! Hey, pal. Sorry your birthday got a little ruined by the Japanese.
Dad, why did they do that?
Well, Stan, the Japanese just don't really like dolphins very much. Certainly not as much as us normal people do. But hey, at least you still got your t-shirt. And you always have your neat picture. Dan, did you use all the damn toilet paper again? Ah, crap! What? What do you guys want? We said we only used what was in the kit. You got nothing on us! You got nothing on us!
Dad, they aren't here for that.
Oh. Hi, I'm Randy Marsh. Mr. Marsh, we were just telling your son that thanks to you, we have made first contact with alien life.
What? Hey, Sherry!
NASA's confirmed that an alien ship has entered our solar system and is headed here.
So guess what? Our Pinewood Derby car found alien life in space.
What? Oh my God.
Yeah, but I guess it's just a dumb little race, like you said, huh, Sharon? We have become lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of the economy. There are those who will say that the economy has forsaken us. Nay, you have forsaken the economy! And now you know the economy's wrath. Oh, thou canst shop in a sporting goods store, but knowest thou that the economy will take away thy Broncos cap from thine head? You mocked the economy without fear. Thine own stockbrokers now lie dead by their own hand, and thou knowest that thou stockbrokers did not fear the economy. Well, here we are, my friends. You have brought the economy's vengeance upon yourselves. Okay, that's enough, girls, all right? I mean, how old are you, Sharon?
Sorry, it's kind of funny how much it bothers you.
Oh, yeah, that's really funny.
Stop it, Mom.
Yeah, okay? Let's just try to have a nice dinner, okay?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Fuck you! Great job, son. Now the Japanese are normal like us.
I seek the life forms that made this.
That's ours, Mr. Alien. We are the Marshes, Randy and Stan.
Oh yeah? gonna build me another one, see?
Randy, calm down. I can't understand what you're saying.
It's the P! It's all P, and nobody can go in or out!
What is all P?
Sharon, the water park had a P meltdown! They think a lot of people have died!
What? What about Stan? Is he okay?
I don't know! The whole water park has been quarantined! They're worried anyone left alive could be some kind of raging, hate-filled mutants!
Randy, you've got to do something!
Calm down, Sharon, alright? Calm down! They're trying to find an antidote.
No.
Once they believe they can neutralize the enraging effects of the P, they'll go in to look for survivors. He's got a gun!
Everyone down on the ground! Get those hands up! Let me see those hands! Do it now! I mean it, show me those hands! I'm Baby Fark McGee's axe. The greatest gangster this universe has ever seen, right?
What can we do, Randy?
Just we must all wear sheets instead of buying clothes that need detergent. Instead of cars that take gasoline, we can get around on llamas from Drake's farm. Instead of video games that take batteries and software, our kids will play with squirrels. We must let the economy know that we are capable of respecting it. No more needless spending. The economy is our shepherd. We shall not want. Sharon Marsh.
Excuse me. Hey, Mom, do you like Australia? 'Cause that was a great barrier quiz.
That's it, I'm leaving.
I'm going to.
Oh, please, Randy. How many times have you farted in bed and held my head under the covers?
That's completely different.
Yeah, it's different, Mom.
Fine. He can build you what you want. All he needs is the official Pinewood Derby kit, right, Marsh?
Yeah. Yeah, that's all we need, huh, Stan? Oh, boy. Moving in, everyone. Check for...
Hold on, it is a promising lead, but this antidote hasn't yet been tested on a human.
I'll do it. You can test the antidote on me.
My boy, you taking bad shots, my boy. My boy.
You sure you want to do this? Give me the banana. Okay, let's put the wheels on now, son.
What's taking so long? You're stalling. Come on, Randy, just build him the warp drive and he'll leave us alone.
We're working on it.
Dad, you know we can't make the car go as fast as before with only the approved Pinewood Derby kit.
Yeah, thanks, Stan. I know that.
Well, we have to tell him we used something outside the kit.
Do you have any idea how stupid that will make us look?
All right, that does it. The entire town has given over to your ways, Mr. Chairman. Everyone has even stopped using electricity so as to stop paying electrical bills.
You've really done an amazing thing, Mr. Marsh. People have learned to hold on to their money so as not to feel the sting of the economy's mighty sword.
I am pretty smart, yay. But I have assembled this economic committee to make sure that everyone sticks to my new plan. We've got guards posted at the malls to make sure nobody gets tempted to buy dumb stuff. And Pat Salzman is doing house checks to make sure nobody's ordering anything stupid online. Then perhaps soon our economy will return to us. Hello?
It just blew up our government building. You got to hurry.
Mr. Marsh, why won't you finish the Pinewood Derby car? Will you just give us a minute? Go!
Come on, Dad, we gotta come clean.
Oh.
Ah, Zats! It's the Intergalactic Police!
What?
You better get rid of him or your whole planet is gonna get it, see? You tell him you ain't seen nothing, you got that? I ain't going to space jail!
All right, tell me exactly where the line is. Okay, how about this? I have a friend, Abby. She had a baby boy and it farted.
Yeah.
But she was actually still pregnant with the baby boy and it farted inside her.
Yeah.
And then the gas from the baby's fart traveled down and shot out her vagina.
Come on, Stanley, let's go.
Oh, so when does that stop being funny?
It stopped being funny the second that air came out her vagina, Sharon!
Excuse us, Earthlings, but we've been in pursuit of a criminal from the Xenon galaxy.
Fella by the name of Baby Fark McGee's ex? No. We haven't seen anything. Well, you think anyone else on your planet might have seen him? Actually, I happen to be on the phone with all the world leaders. I can ask. Yeah, listen, these, police aliens are here, and they're wondering if anyone's seen an alien named Baby Fark McGee's ex. No, we haven't seen an alien. Council, I bring news of discord. A young Jew was in the town square speaking blasphemy about the economy. What? He was saying that your ideas are false and the economy is not vengeful. He was rallying people to spend more.
Spend more? What mockery is this?
Relax, Father Maxi. What harm can one Jew do against our economic recovery movement?
We've seen nothing here in France.
Sorry, nobody in the world has seen anything. What did this criminal alien do exactly? He stole over 600 parsons of space cash from the Universal Bank. You're absolutely sure you didn't see an alien land here? No, we're sure. So then, we're the first aliens you've ever seen.
Which is like, you know, I mean, chances at dancing or what, I don't know what they do, they dance. It's just it's all good. It's too much, but it's all good. But it's too much, but it's all good, right? But the aliens are good. We're going to be dead. 20 years is good. You give us 20 years? I'm just like, you give us 20 years? I don't think so. I don't know about, but whatever it is, what it is. And I feel like, what was the fucking thing? See, that's the thing. It's too much sensationalism because of how Elon Musk and what's his name's gonna make it. Zuckerberg put a thing out on Threads where he was like, I like how they just like, they don't respond to each other on each other's platform. Zuckerberg will just screenshot it and then put it on Threads. He's like, nah, this one. And he put it, Elon Musk said, I'm training for the fight. I don't have time to work out, but I'm gonna, that's why I brought my weights to the gym, or to my workplace. Okay, fine. But then also, and then Zuckerberg was like, I suggested August 26th, but I haven't heard from him, so I'm not holding my breath. Zuckerberg is in it. Zuckerberg's going to win this thing. And I hope when he submits him, he goes, Facebook. Boom. Smashes his head. This one's for Threads. And this one's for Facebook. And this one's for Meta. So I don't think that's I don't know if that fight's gonna happen. I think if it was up to, honestly, Zuckerberg, it would happen. But I think that Elon Musk, it's like, just be the Bruce Wayne that you are. Don't lose this fight, right? Both guys, I guess, stand to gain something from this, even if they do lose, but it's like, I feel like Elon's dick is too big to do this. Because what if people realize it's shorter? Speaking of fights, though, that fucking Jake Paul-Nate Diaz fight, for some reason, my wife is like all about these fights. I knew it was coming because of social media and shit, and I followed Jake and Logan, but like, my wife was just like, let's go downstairs and watch the fight. And I was watching Pee Wee Herman with Calvin, and I was like, I want to watch this with him, you know? And she was like, okay, I'm gonna go down and watch it. And I was like, okay. So she did it. We watched an episode of Pee Wee Herman. Then I put Calvin to bed, and then we went down to the. We usually, to be honest, we usually both put him to bed if we're home. If I'm home, I should say. And then if I do one night, she'll do another night. But like she did last night, it's very even. I hate when I'm out of town though, and I don't get to do it. I FaceTime a lot. Whatever. I digress. So, I went down the thing, and she was like, "Man, Jake Paul has been really like punching him a lot in the beginning. And I was like, oh yeah, Nate Diaz is crazy though. Like he has crazy stamina, but he isn't a boxer, so whatever. And the last round, it was like getting heavy, and fucking Kristen's nowhere to be seen. I'm like, where the fuck are you going? She's like, I can't watch it. I'm like, dude, I didn't even want to watch this shit. And now I'm watching. You're not. Not that I didn't want to watch it. It was fun to watch it, but Nate Diaz was. I don't know. Man, if that was... And now they say they want to do MMA, which is crazy, because that's the whole thing. The whole thing about what Nate Diaz says was about how, like, yeah, he may be in boxing, but it doesn't mean he can fight. Which is so true, dude. That's not fighting. It really isn't. The more and more I watch boxing, that's not fighting. It's boxing. It's a sport. It's a complete sport. And UFC is absolutely fighting. What's the fucking... what Nick Diaz interview. This is what I wanted to watch. They got Nate Diaz's brother on. No, Nick Diaz. That was pretty wild. Come on. I can't find the video, guys. Sorry. I can't find the video, but he was absolutely on fucking zooted, dude. He was just zooted. He was like, I'll fight Logan. The only thing that makes sense is I'll fight Logan. And Nate Diaz is a huge star. Nick Diaz is a star in the UFC community, but Nate Diaz transcends the thing. So I don't know if they're gonna get that fight going on. It's all about entertainment anyway. But whatever. It's not boxing. It's entertainment, right? Can we agree on that? But maybe I'm not to take anything away from Jake Paul. I think Jake Paul has been really putting in the work, and he looks like a good boxer. Although that's me coming from a comedian. I mean, you know. Foghorn Leghorn. So that's what's up. I think it's great that Gucci Mane is coming out with a fucking show, an album called Woppenheimer, you know? What the fuck is W-O-P anyway? Is that a thing that rappers do? Woppenheimer? Like, what is this? Woppenheimer. Gucci Mane on... Woppenheimer out now. Oh, it's out now, dude. Hell yeah, dude. Shouldn't it be Guoppenheimer? Because that means like money, dude. I'm not really good at hip hopping though. So here we go, dude. This is a video I saw, and this is insane, dude. Gonna start it over, dude. Gonna start it over. Demon came with his penis. So descriptive. Here we go.
A demon came with his penis and put it in my mouth.
Dude, you know? I mean, it sounds like something a demon would do. That's true.
And then he came again and he slept with me last week. And
that just keeps sleeping around, you know?
Hurt my own ears.
It was a demon, and then he came again.
The pastor that I need deliverance again, and since then my private part has been itching.
Did it raw as herpes, dude? Did it raw as chlamydia? Did it raw as gonorrhea, dude? Wasn't a demon, was Derek.
Yes.
Hit her in the head. Wow. So assault. Dude, I know how to make this assault better. More assault.
Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Speak. Who are you? Who are you?
This sucks, dude. Honestly. People are so... It's so fake, and you can tell it's fake. And even she is like, when she's going, ha, ha, in her head, she's like, I hope this is real because something needs to work. Ha, ha. A demon came inside and a demon came in with his penis.
Look at that demon. Look at that demon. Look at that demon. Demon in the private part.
Spraying. Now he's spraying her Uchiwali through her chest.
Fire! 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 Come out from the private. Come out from the private.
When I went to the bathroom some white stuff came out.
Dude, the meme of the dog like this. Some white stuff came out when I went to the bathroom 15 minutes later. You got gonorrhea, dude. You got gonorrhea from Derek. Wasn't a demon, dude. Was Derek.
After I spray with the water, after I spray...
after I spray with the water, dude, absolutely bonkers insane. Rob Hay sent me that. Shout out to Rob Hay on the Patreon. But yeah, dude, a demon. That's, I don't know, man. Some women would brag about that, dude. You know, I got Babadook in the bed. You know, I got Babadook, don't you? Don't you know I got Babadook? So, my back hurts. That's great, dude. That's great how my back hurts, dude. All right, took a little pee-pee break. Man, this Megan Rapinoe. Rapinoe? Not Rapinoe? Rapinoe sounds right. Because it sounds Italian. Megan Rapinoe. Hello, I am Megan Rapinoe. Dude, she is David Spade. So she lost, so she makes a big thing about super being super woke and shit. She's got teal hair. And she didn't make her penalty kick. Dude, leave her alone, first of all, you know. But that's the thing about people are just like, you know, she misses a penalty kick and now everyone's like, it doesn't even go from like, oh, dude, you ruined it. They just go, die slow, bitch, you know, and that's crazy. So it's like, leave her alone. But that's what happens when you fucking and you're really annoying, dude. And then that happens, you know. I don't know. And then Trump is just immediately, you know, he's immediately on one. Because she said she would not go to the thing. She would not go to the White House if she was invited, right? Was it an open invitation or something? Who once refused to visit the Trump White House. Yeah, okay. And so she did this. She missed the field goal or whatever. They lost to Sweden, by the way, which is that. Are they even good? I don't feel like Swedish people can play soccer well, you know, because they don't have to, because their life is so dope. The fucking Swedish people is awesome. By the way,
that's some
dude,
bullshit.
Are there just like white people in Sweden or what? It's like pretty white and blonde, right? I mean, that's what it's known as. Look, I'm tired of hearing that. Honestly, America is racist because we're letting everybody in.
So what?
Warning. Broken simulation. Broken simulation. With Sam Tripoli.
I mean, I just think if I was more organized, we would have an empire. But I'm just
I feel the
not.
same way. Yeah.
If I was more, I like all these people, like, we have a whole store and everything, and like they're just focused.
And I try really hard to get to that point,
do,
and I just can't bring myself to organization.
Johnny, I'm gonna cut out some podcasts so you have more time.
I fight for it. I fight to have more.
More podcasts?
No, more organization, dude. But it comes hard for me organizing myself.
Should we power rank my podcast?
No, dude, that's rude. That would insult some people.
Okay, I get it. Like we just, but it's like I got to cut some shit out.
I mean, we could power rank them by how many people listen, I guess.
No, I don't want to do that, bro.
It's kind of
so
rude.
it's so funny, dude. So we do Cash Daddies, and that's a fun podcast. It's a very niche show, but it is effective, right? It's effective.
Yeah,
people listen, they make money.
The Patreon is effective.
The Patreon is crushing it, right?
Yeah.
So I forgot that Johnny had moved the podcast to another platform for the RSS feed. I thought it was still on Libsyn, so like I have an account where we had the old Cash Days on there and Zero.
Yeah.
And Zero, by the way, I charge nothing for Zero. I don't put any ads on Zero. I have 2 podcasts that I don't put any ads on.
That's almost like you giving back, right? Charity work.
Yeah, well, you know, I was talking to my friend Lauren Peltz today. I had to grab lunch with her because she wanted to learn about podcasting.
I feel like you do that a lot. You give away your knowledge.
I would love to help everybody do it, but I'm also kind of nervous that like everyone wants to become a YouTube star. Like we need plumbers.
Oh yeah, well, dude,
We need
all these people
electricians.
you're giving advice to are all the people that are going to be passing us in the podcast rating.
For
in
sure,
a couple of
I
weeks.
do that
yeah.
all the time. I'm like, hey Theo, listen what I've done. You should try it. Oh, hey Theo, will you do my live? What do you mean you're not available? Hello. I have people that, dude. I don't even like. I don't want to put bad out to the world, but things are about to change for Sammy T. Don't you worry about that. Things are about to fucking change.
It's funny when you say those kinds of things. I believe them.
Right? I mean, like, I am ready to just completely detach from LA Hollywood comedy.
I like that you've started to make that distinction though between LA and Hollywood.
Yeah, because you're right. I love LA. We'll get into some fun stuff that I did. Like I got stretched. We'll get into that in a few.
Stretch.
Yeah, that's how bad my body is. I need to pay somebody to stretch me.
Oh, I thought you were talking about your holes.
No, well, we'll get into that. But
okay.
the point
They got
is,
into you, huh?
What were we talking about?
LA. Let's go back.
Oh,
one step,
so I forgot that Johnny had changed it.
Yeah.
So I went and like we have I have two accounts on Libsyn. This is Inside Baseball.
Liberated Syndication is a podcasting host. They host the files that get sent out to you guys to listen.
Yeah. So I would, I have Zero and Cash Daddies was on there. So I go to Cash Daddies one day because it was accidentally on there, and I go look at it, and it was like 50 people listening this week. I'm like, what the hell is 50 people? That's the worst ever. And I didn't want to say anything, and then I called Johnny. I'm like, Johnny, is the show not doing well? He's like, no, why? It's doing great. I go, according to Libsyn, 50 people listened last week. And I was like, bro, no. If you're a new comic starting, 50 people is great. I'm not judging it. Listen, man, when I was doing the Naughty Show way back in the day, we had 5,000 listeners, and I felt awful. But now I look back, I go, that's great.
Dude, that's in the top 1% of podcasts.
Yeah,
5,000
I mean, like, it's so hard. So, I don't want to discourage anybody. If you're listening, you get 50 listeners, that is fine.
I mean, dude, you wanna really get some perspective and feel better. By the way, don't feel so bad about the Libsyn thing, because since we switched, I've accidentally uploaded episodes to Libsyn like twice.
Yeah.
And been like, why the fuck isn't this working? And then I realized I'm on the wrong website.
Okay.
But dude, you want to feel good about your status? Just go to Reddit's podcasting page, like for people who have podcasts and they're talking about their numbers and giving advice to each other.
I can't do it.
They're all, nobody listens to any
Let's
of these
go.
things.
Let's go see what people are talking about.
I mean, it's just
Let's
people,
go see what people are talking about. Johnny, you were not to fast forward to anything, but you were talking that we might not have a lot for Fun and Stupid. So whenever we don't have enough, let's just go to the New York Post Twitter, and then we can always check in on
Dude,
humanity.
they are really, as far as print media goes, they have become the masters of modern media.
They have
multimedia.
become what was the National Enquirer.
Yeah.
And by the way, my Armenian grandma read the National Enquirer like it was the news.
Did you think it was the news when you were
I
a kid?
used to just be like, oh my God, why in the bathroom is there an old National Enquirer? And then I just start reading it. Bat Boy meets Alien Man.
Dude, they got a lot of mileage out of Bat Boy. He was on
They
there all the
did.
time.
And like, where is Bat Boy now?
Like, here's one. How has your podcast found listeners? I
Okay.
recently began
Can
publishing.
you put it up here so I can see it?
Yeah.
Take it away.
All right, here we go. These are people talking about how to get listeners. I'm 2 episodes in. My podcast is distributed everywhere, and I also upload it to YouTube. I'm definitely not disappointed with how many listens I've received so far. I'm actually surprised, as I don't have a social media presence or website. And this guy's just asking what tools. Let me see. Here we go. Awesome. Thank you for letting me know what works for you. Also, 90 to 100 downloads. Sounds amazing. Keep up the good work.
I'm telling you, I think it is amazing.
This is exactly what we've been doing, and we've plateaued at around 20 to 30 downloads per episode after 86 episodes. It's a bit discouraging. Granted, we're not big by any means, but we're averaging 90 to 100 downloads a day.
So my question is, what are you doing? Like,
what are you doing this for? Or?
No, but first of all, they should tell us what their podcast is about, right?
Yeah.
If you're like, hey man, my podcast is exploring biracial Ninja Turtles, maybe that's why you got 100 people listening, right? Like, it's like, what is the specifics of it?
That's a good point. Every time I release an episode, I get a bunch of downloads from Podcast Addict. 81 in 5 days for the last episode, in fact.
Well, that's great.
Yeah, I know. This is what I'm saying, though. It makes you feel a little better about
So,
what you're
Johnny,
doing.
can I right now tell you the advice that I tell everybody? Should I give it away on here?
Give it away, brother.
On how to...
It'll come back to you.
So, I've done episodes on Zero about it. The story, this is a story I told Theo Vaughn. I told John Mitchell's another person who listened to me. People who listen to me become millionaires. It's just a fact. So if you want to start a podcast, you want to start YouTube, there's 4 ways I think you blow up. There's 4 ways. Here are the 4. Well, YouTube's different.
Is one of them going on other people's podcasts?
Let me just, and then we'll get into
I'll see
that.
if I can guess.
Okay, so the 4 ways you can blow up a podcast. First of all, YouTube and podcasting are the underground railroads to financial and career independence.
It's a new path, right?
It's a
modern
new path.
thing.
It's underground. Okay?
Is amateur pornography one of the 4 tips? Doing an
No.
amateur tape.
Actually, that's a way to make no money.
Sex tape?
Sex tape is not. It's
Won't pump
flooded.
your podcast. Okay.
It's flooded.
All right, that's too bad.
But like Johnny, when you go to Apple Podcasts, like Apple Podcasts to me is the purest of the rating systems.
You want rankings?
Yes.
What-
Go to
what
comedy. Go to
category?
comedy.
Okay.
Okay, so they have this. I mean, like, are people going to enjoy? I think they do enjoy this, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I think it's interesting.
Who is the girl from the really good podcast?
Never heard of her. Bobby Althoff.
And it's so interesting because she had this, like, out of nowhere.
I think she just named it brilliantly. The Really Good Podcast. I mean, that's a great name for a podcast.
But it's like, who is she?
She went from posting mom content regularly.
She's
to
a mom?
She interviews famous rappers now. That's what it is. That's a cheat code. We were on when I did I can't talk about this.
Hold on, she's a mom with. By the way, she's got fat melons, dog. Like who? But it's an interesting thing. So she had this funny thing about with that guy right there that blew up. That kind of blew up her podcast.
This guy?
Yeah.
Oh no, he's a comedian. Yeah,
By the
there it
way,
is.
I used to do that back in the day, and I would be.
Wait, is that what's her name? That bald, the big heavyset comedian, bald head. What's her name?
I know who you're talking about, and I don't know her name.
Old School
and no,
Black
that's not
comedian.
her.
Okay.
Old School Black. That's a great name for a podcast, by the way.
It
Old
is,
School
isn't
Black.
it?
So
I'd watch that. Shit.
Hey, welcome to Old School Black. Should we just name a podcast Old School Black before anyone else does it?
I'm surprised you haven't gotten on GoDaddy already and registered the domain. Sam owns hundreds of domain names, if you don't know, on GoDaddy. Hundreds. One time I had to log into his account for some reason. I can't remember why. I mean, you could scroll for a minute and not reach the end
Now,
of
is
the
a minute
domain.
like an hour?
A literal
Is-
minute. Like just scrolling as fast as you can, and you would not get to the end of his list of domains he's registered throughout the years.
Yeah.
And has that been profitable for you?
It's made me feel safe.
Have you sold ever a domain?
I haven't even tried.
What are you doing it for?
Because it's more about copyright stuff.
So you're worried, basically, that somebody will jack your idea. That would be worse to you.
Dude, sad news, Johnny.
I can't take any more sad news.
Oldschoolblack.com is taken.
Oh.
But you know it's available? Oldschool.black is available.
Oldschool.black. I like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Guess what Daddy just did?
Like,
Bang.
are you
Bought
serious?
it.
You're so crazy.
Bought it.
Dude, speaking of bad news, like that's what happens whenever I go home. My whole car ride home is just my mom telling me who died and every bad thing that's happened in my family. They love it. Dude. It makes me, and think about that. That's how I get welcomed back home. My mom just telling me all the horrible shit that's happened.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, your dad and
But
your
the
brother-in-law got in a
thing
big
is
fight.
that your mom set you up with oh my God, do you remember Mrs. Jenkins, your elementary school?
100%.
Oh
That
my
just
God,
happened.
she loved you so much,
Yeah.
and you're like, yeah, she's great. Oh, by the way, she's dead.
Yeah, dude, she goes, hey, you remember Mr. Phipps, right? I was like, oh yeah, I love Mr. Phipps. Yeah, well, that's literally what happened.
Moms get off on it. It makes their little mom titties hard.
I think there is some kind of mental stimulation that's similar to pleasure from telling somebody bad news that they didn't know.
I've tried to discuss this with women, and I think women a lot of part of women. By the way, Johnny, guess who owns Old School Black? This guy right here. Okay. All right, and I will forward that as my
To
domain.
samtripoli.com? Yeah.
If you put in oldschool.black, it will take you to samtripoli.com.
Bro, we gotta switch servers, bro. Come
No,
on.
I'm going to.
Okay, visit oldschool.black right
Yeah,
now.
go to my website. That's what I'm going to say. Go to my website, oldschool.black, and
We've been playing this all wrong. That should be the name of this episode, by the way. Oldschool.black. 100%. We should just start putting that on t-shirts, promoting that.
oldschool.black. Welcome to Broken Sim, a.k.a. oldschool.black. What was I
talking about? Your mom.
Yeah, this whole thing that women,
you said you were trying to tell women something
that
about
they love emotion, like they love it, like they thrive on it. It gets their little mommy titties like rock hard.
Yeah, they live in emotion.
Like that's why they love murder podcasts, because it's like the highest form of emotional reaction.
You wanted to look more through some of these,
No, like, dude, who is Amanda? Like, her old school titties, like.
Who is listening to?
But here's the thing. Do you
Julia
see this?
Louis-Dreyfus?
But here's the thing, dude. Now you're starting to see that corporations are taking over, right?
Oh, the producers are all corporations.
Yeah, that's what they're starting to get. Keep going down.
No, not immediate. By the way, did you happen to catch Larry Gators on Conan O'Brien?
How'd that go?
I didn't catch it either because he didn't go on there.
By the way,
did you see that? I sent you a tweet. Apparently, that's the thing he's doing now. Is just saying he's going on big
I
shows.
will be appearing, okay, at the halftime show of the Super Bowl. Okay.
What is he thinking?
I will be taking my 60 million listeners that are on iHeartRadio.
I bet people are trolling him by sending him like, "Hey, I'm the booker for Conan O'Brien. We'd love to have you on."
Listen, dude, if he didn't block us because he said we were saying this, I would still love him on
Should
the
we
show.
try to book him on Letterman? Tell him he's going to be on the Late Show.
Would you
with Dave
like to
Letterman?
be on? I will be appearing on Seinfeld.
Yeah, shit that's not on the air anymore. Like Letterman, that would be great. What would be another? Oh, Carson.
I have been asked to do a character on the Electric Company.
I'm going to be the guest host of the Muppet Show this week. Can't wait. All right, the commercial break.
Look at this. Craig Ferguson's now showing up, man. Johnny, how is the Joe Rogan AI experience legal? How is Joe Rogan not like, give me all your money?
It's got to be people are checking out and be like, what is fake Joe Rogan sound like? And then listening for 5 minutes, right? Nobody's listening to the whole episode.
Yeah, but it's crazy, dude. Have you heard it? It sounds just like him.
I did.
The Joe Rogan AI Experience.
Train by day, Joe Rogan podcast by night. All day.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a preposterous edition of the Joe Rogan AI Experience. This is the 5th mind-bending episode where we dive deep into the abyss of artificial intelligence. Now here's something mind-blowing. Every single word you're about to hear has been crafted by AI. Yeah, you heard me right. The Joe Rogan you're hearing, it's AI generated. The guests, AI generated. Even the sound of my voice, yep, AI generated. It's all part of this wild experiment showcasing just how far technology has come. But here's the thing, none of it, I repeat, none of it is real.
5 years, dude. In 5 years, this shit would be indistinguishable from an actual.
Now, do you think my AI will also not have a good vocabulary and struggle to fucking explain what he's thinking? Do you think that's gonna happen?
That's hey man, if it's
my
an
AI
AI,
is gonna be like, oh, what's the word? God, I haven't had
wouldn't
my
that
coffee.
be hilarious if your AI was better at podcasting than you were?
I
Like,
would
it had
love
all
that, bro. Imagine if my AI got so good I could not have the podcast. I could just
Oh, I
work
didn't think about
full
that.
time on jujitsu.
No, dude, that's actually. I
How
didn't
great
even
would
think
that
about
be, bro? I would be so excited. I'd be like, bro, how was my show this week, AI guy? It was great. You crushed it. You were so funny. Talk about dropping hot lows.
I can't believe that exists. You're right. I just want to skip to like the middle of it.
But how doesn't he?
Well, we could probably talk about this for hours. It's a fascinating subject, but let's switch gears a bit. Oh, okay. I want to ask about your creative process. As one of the most successful artists.
So that part doesn't sound real.
Yeah, yeah, because people don't pause like that.
Well, he doesn't. Joe does not go. Let's take a moment to like that. That is not
That's
Joe.
the fake
That's not
host
the
shit,
essence. Yeah. Yeah, that is like Joe sounds like he's reading off a prompter.
Yeah, but I think eventually, dude, once it, it'll be indistinguishable. From like, dude, even for the thumbnails now.
Who do you think?
Like I used it for a thumbnail for a clip thing this week, AI, and I did that Henry Kissinger clip. Look at this. It was meant to be him just looking sad at his own birthday party. But isn't that great? Like, look, it's just his sad ass at a birthday cake.
Yeah. Real quick before we get too deep into the podcast, guys, go to samtweet.com. I've just added dates. August 8th, Comedy Chaos. Who knows how long the show's gonna go? So we got everything stuff. Give away weed, donuts, clothes. No other show does that. Okay. Donuts. That's right. Chicken too. Donuts. Yeah. Dream Donut Truck. The number one Armenian donut truck. Okay. Brook, Connecticut. Tickets are almost gone. Grab your tickets now. New York City. Tickets are moving. Grab your tickets. It's a Sunday night show. Myself, Eddie, XG. Just add it now. One night only. I'm in Buffalo at Helium. I'm there on Friday, August 25th, the 26th, 7:30 show, 10 p.m. show. Grab your tickets now, man. Let's pack that shit out. So yeah. Anyways, okay. So let's get back into it.
But yeah, anyway, so yeah, dude, AI, I mean, in a few years, it will be generating video and stuff, and we're all screwed at that point, unless you can find some way to...
Who's more screwed, porn stars or podcasters?
Porn stars are screwed because nobody's going to want to see a porn star banging like 5 guys when you can see Scarlett Johansson banging 5 guys. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I'm totally with you on that.
We're going to get the premium faces doing the...
How long until we see like a famous women doing the most unholy shit?
Well, it won't even be like it won't be like a YouTube type experience. It'll be where you go in, you pay a monthly fee for a service, you log in, and then you say, okay, I want to see Emily Blunt and Scarlett Johansson with 4 black guys, 2 Mexicans,
and a horse.
And I want to see 4 pints of jizz at the end.
Johnny,
and then
let me ask you
it'll
something.
generate a video.
Women will get upset with it, but let's say somebody made it a porn of you banging hot chicks AI style. Do you get upset? Do you feel violent?
I get upset?
Yeah. And it's just like, you're going to Pound Town, bro.
How much do I have to pay for it?
No, somebody made it out there. There's
that was
somebody...
a joke, Sam. I was trying to tell a joke here. No, I would
okay,
love it.
Johnny,
I would love that.
Funny guy.
I would love it. I would pay for the service.
A fan is just like, hey Johnny, I'm just such a big fan of your shit talking Sam.
Make me look ripped and cool, and I would even.
I make this AI
like
porn of you banging like from all these chicks at Starbucks. Will you?
As long as they're hot.
Yeah. No, they're hot sevens. Yeah. Would you? Because women would feel violated. Would be like, oh my God, that's not me. What have you done? Or would you be like, oh dude, that's kind of cool. Like, or would chicks be like, you know, I didn't do it. It's a cheat code, right? Like a way for you plausible deniability to watch you do filthy shit.
Yeah, I did.
But that wasn't me.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be what you're gonna have is women all making their Instagram profiles private because all those photos are just training data for these models, these AI models.
Well, isn't that the thing going on right now with the with AI in Hollywood that they just found out they were scraping data? Can you look that up? And
that's what was going on with Twitter. Like Elon didn't want these apps like scraping data.
Do you think Elon just waved a white flag on Twitter?
No, I just think that he realized he can't fight this battle like 24/7. What you want me to look up?
What do you mean that AI is scraping data for the studios? What does that mean?
Well, that means they're ingesting the AI. These large language models are trained by ingesting everything. They just suck up.
They're just watching all these movies and all this shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
And they're learning rhythm.
I don't know if they're doing that with visuals yet. They're definitely doing it with words.
Okay, with scripts. So they're just
like, let's go to ChatGPT. I'll show you. Like I used this one time to create a treatment for a next season of The Sopranos. Like after Tony Soprano died. Like what's the show that got canceled recently that you'd like to see? You wish it had continued. Like Game of Thrones, maybe something like that. What was the show that got canceled that you'd like to see another season? Like
Boston Commons.
Where was Boston Commons?
That wasn't a show from 20 years ago. That only went
it won't be. It need to be something that was on.
Okay. Pick Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. Okay. This
One
is
day,
ChatGPT 4.0.
I'ma get it one day.
All right, it's called. The title is right. Game of Thrones, Reigns of Power. The title is. In the aftermath of the original series, Game of Thrones, Reigns of Power.
Hold, stop, Johnny. Can you start this again, but with Sam Tripoli as the lead in this story? Can you do that?
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, but
you and I are both in it. Can you put that?
Well, but,
starring Sam Tripoli and Johnny Woodard.
But how are the actors going to be relevant to the treatment? You know what I'm saying? It's not going to change
Well,
the treatment.
insert us into the story.
Okay.
Sam Tripoli and Johnny Woodard. Insert Sam Tripoli.
Please add 2 characters.
Yes.
One is a podcaster,
ninja,
and comedian,
ninja,
Sam Tripoli,
who knows ninjutsu.
He should be a ninja in the
yes
season.
Yes.
The other is also a podcaster.
His name is Johnny Woodard. He's hung like a horse.
He should be known for having a massive dong.
Yes, let's do it.
Alright,
here we go.
Let's see what it comes up.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, it changed the. I think this is making it a little more silly. The title is now Game of Thrones, Echoes of Laughter.
Here we go.
Game of Thrones, Echoes of Laughter picks up in the wake of the original series, threading in 2 unique and unexpected characters into the grand tapestry of Westeros. In this vibrant new chapter, it's even being sarcastic with it. King Bran the Broken and his hand, Tyrion Lannister, struggle to maintain a fragile peace. Sansa, Queen of the North, grapples with newfound independence, and Arya ventures into uncharted lands, only to unearth dangerous foes and allies alike. Across the narrow sea, the power vacuum left by Daenerys sparks a deadly power struggle and threatens to shatter the tranquility of Westeros. Enter our new characters. Sam Tripoli, a jester turned spy, is renowned throughout the realm for his quick wit and sharper knives. Originally an entertainer in the bustling taverns of King's Landing, Tripoli's comedic storytelling veiled his keen observations, feeding valuable information to the highest bidder.
Whoa!
When his true skills as a cunning ninja are unveiled, Tripoli becomes a valuable asset and unpredictable player in the Game of Thrones.
Oh, perfect!
Our second character is... Wait, it didn't put my name in.
Maybe that's your character, the guy with no
Our
name.
second character is Alex... Oh, it's a joke. Actually, I didn't miss it. I was telling a joke. Our second character is Alex Broadstone, a charismatic bard known across the 7 Kingdoms and Essos for his entrancing voice and notorious reputation. Broadstone's tales, shared far and wide, hold a power beyond mere entertainment. His legendary, quote, massive dong is more than crude humor. It's an emblem for his unique ability to beguile influence and shift the course of events,
That's the
turning
best.
the tide in both love and war.
That's great, bro.
That's what that donger does. 2 more paragraphs. As these new characters intersect with familiar faces, their loyalties are tested and alliances forged. Tripoli's covert skills and Broadstone's commanding presence have the potential to reshape the political landscape of Westeros. However, the rise of an ancient threat beyond the wall forces all players in the Game of Thrones to reconsider their ambitions and allegiances. It actually sounds just like what Hollywood would do.
Sleep on that, bro.
Game of Thrones, Echoes of Laughter merges the epic
Sleep
drama,
on
political
that, my
intrigue,
boy.
and mystical threats of the original series with a
Sleep on
fresh
that, my
injection
boy.
of humor and unpredictability. These new characters bring a lively balance to the deadly serious stakes, proving that in the Game of Thrones, the jester may well have the last laugh.
Damn, that was awesome. And the funniest thing is that your character just brings a big dick, and it has ramifications that ripple through the entire realm. That is the most hilarious shit I've ever
You
heard.
see, it's subtle, dude. Like, it's not, you'd think it'd be, like, heavy-handed with
Yeah,
it, but it's like
yeah,
the Broadstone thing,
yeah.
and just, like, it doesn't go out and say, like, oh, his huge dick, you know? It's like, oh, he's got some skills that beguile people. You know what I mean? It's like, it's subtle. It's smart.
I have a buddy of mine who called me up, and we were just talking about, like, bookings on the road, because a lot of my friends now are like, dude, I just should do my own gigs on the road, kind of like what I've been doing for a while. And he's been using AI to draft his letters.
Oh, to send out to folks?
Like, people are like retarded like me. Do you think I should start using AI more?
Dude, I used it just to demonstrate to Danielle that for do like a cover sheet for her work, and she was like, oh wow, print that out for me. Like, she wanted it, you know. She was like, wanted me to send it to her.
So Johnny, let me ask you something. Does this, the way everyone's like, it's coming to an end, right?
Whoa,
But
what?
math didn't end with the calculator. Like,
Oh no, yeah. I
right?
think this is more like a computer. It's more like a, you know, Steve Jobs called the computer a bicycle for the mind. It's a power multiplier. It takes what humans can do and multiplies it. And I think it's the same kind of thing. You know what I mean?
That was the best. We should do that every once in a while, where we take our favorite things and infuse us in as different characters.
Just get
I
ChatGPT
think you
to
see
do
how
it.
the story changes.
I want to see if it'll write a joke in the style of Sam Tripoli.
Oh,
It
dude.
struggles with humor. See?
Yeah, it should, especially mine.
Sure, here's a joke that might fit in Sam Tripoli's energetic, provocative, and observational style.
Oh, no, what?
Why did the conspiracy theorist break up with his girlfriend? Because he thought the relationship was too government controlled. He said, "Baby, you always know where I am, what I'm doing, and you even listen to my phone calls. Who are you, the NSA?"
By the way, I did have a bit like that.
Really?
Which was basically that women can do things that the CIA only wishes they could do, which is go through your phone.
Well, you
go
just
through
did that a lot funnier than AI, but yeah, that's
That's
joke.
funny. All right, AI, I'm
Damn.
not afraid of you anymore. Johnny brought me
I'm
on.
not
We will work
afraid.
together.
I'm
It does
not
require,
afraid
at some
to
point, it
take
requires
a
input from us,
stand.
though, I think, to prompt it. You know what I mean? I just don't see a world. Now, I mean, if you listen to Ray Kurzweil, eventually, once it achieves intelligence, proper intelligence, is smarter than a human, then that's where you get to exponential growth, because then you have AI training AI.
Yeah, and then they're in places we'll never understand.
Yeah, and then possibly curing disease if you believe the good stuff, or possibly ending the world
Yeah.
if you believe the bad stuff.
Yeah, for sure. But would there always be a plug we can pull out that they shut down, right?
The
Like,
power
can we
cord,
just
yeah.
have that power cord?
Yeah, that's the move.
Yeah. Is the power cord kind of like the hanging rope where it's just like, hey dude, you want to commit seppuku here, bro? Keep talking shit.
Don't fuck
AI fuck. Dude, that was so hilarious. So Johnny, you know what? It's so funny because you know, AI has done some amazing shit. I don't know if I've talked about this before, but AI has discovered and invented new moves in chess that no one in the thousands of years of doing chess ever knew, and they're totally legal.
I remember it was beating all those guys in Go, which they thought Go was like impossible for a computer to dominate. So I'm not surprised with that.
And then supposedly invented some new jujitsu moves too.
Oh really?
Yeah, like people are like, what the fuck is this move?
I guess if you could just input all the variables of jujitsu.
Let get it, my boy.
Yeah, it's crazy. When you get jujitsu.
Let doozy.
I don't think I have the flexibility. I don't have the time for that.
No, I listen. You guys think I do a lot. Johnny does almost every show I do, and on top of that,
I have to go listen to them again later.
he has to go edit them.
I'm
Johnny
hungry,
works
boy.
very hard.
No, but I mean, I love it, of course. I'm not complaining. But
Johnny hears me more than I hear me.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Oh,
That-
well, not really. You talk
Johnny,
to
how
yourself
long?
all the-
Oh yeah, all the time, bro. I mean, I can't stop talking to myself. I couldn't stop podcasting even if I wanted to.
You'll just be doing it in the insane asylum.
Yeah, the difference if I can get AI to really get me down so people can listen, like I'll be talking to myself, and then I'll be like, can I just do a podcast in there? You know, I'll be like, fuck.
And then when the actual you came on, people would be like, oh, fuck, this is real Tripoli this week.
What if real Tripoli just was like, oh, come on, man, bring back AI Tripoli.
Wait, bring back the guy who has a vocabulary. We don't want real Tripoli.
There's going to be a time, and it's probably going to be sooner than later, where you copyright your voice.
I wonder, did you think
I'm standing
that
up,
is part of your
broken
likeness?
glass.
You think it's part of your likeness?
Yeah, 100%.
Like when you have trademark?
Right. Well, this shit is just this is Wild West. So I'm sure this guy can get away with every. I don't know. Like
I
wonder.
think Rogan's so rich he doesn't give a shit.
No. There's no
Really?
way he doesn't.
But I don't feel like there's a lot of takedowns and stuff.
Well,
on YouTube.
I think the thing about Rogan is is that he's very smart in controlling his brand. So like this would not be on point for him to allow somebody to take his shit and profit off it. He's worked very hard to get where he wants. Like that's why everything he does is top shelf. And that's why like.
Can I just read this? This says that you can't copyright your own voice, can't trademark your own voice, you can't patent your own voice.
Yeah, but listen, dude, that is before AI came.
Oh, I see. You think they're gonna have to create some kind of
like
new
listen,
laws.
dude, like if you like it's kind of like when the Kardashians sued this company for using a Kardashian lookalike.
Now that I don't think you can do.
No, you can't. I think they lost it, right? Like she has a right to work. But that is saying this is Joe Rogan's voice.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, the Joe Rogan AI.
If it was like, hey man, this is Bill Bob Johnson.
I think you would have a better chance getting him just on using his name, Joe Rogan.
Yeah, you know, that too, man.
Because you remember like the Ruddles? You remember the Ruddles? They did like the Beatles. They faked the Beatles. They were like a parody act of the Beatles, the Ruddles.
No.
You don't remember these guys. But I think the trick was that they changed the name. You know what I mean? It was
to the Ruddles?
Yeah, as long as they weren't calling themselves the Beatles. But this guy's literally calling himself John Lennon. Here's the Ruddles. They were like a comedy act.
Joe Lennon.
The Ruddles story is a legend. A living legend. A legend that will live long after lots of other living legends have died. Tonight we are extremely proud to present the semi-legendary life story of the 354 Dirk, Nasty, Sting, and Harry who made the 60s what they are today, the fabulous Ruddles.
Now the thing I always found crazy was like cover bands.
Keep getting into different parts.
Cover bands who like are working while real bands are still out there. Like
yeah, I know what you're saying.
Right?
Yeah.
Like the Four Tops, right? Like there's still the entity Four Tops.
Well, have you ever looked at what they are, the Four Tops?
Yeah, like none of them are
the originals. Yeah, like by several generations, none of them are the originals.
But I forget who was telling me, it was Gareth Reynolds had a funny joke where he went to go see a band and like right before the band started playing, they admitted that the band couldn't make it, so this was a cover band. So they weren't even seeing the real band.
That's so funny. You gotta get your money back for that. Cancel that.
I think they should, but they were like, we can't cancel this. This is all this money, man. We can't give it all back. They already spent it. They're like, I paid off my house. I can't fucking give it back.
Yeah, I know what you're saying though. Like there are plenty of cover acts that are just out there touring while.
Well, it's like Vegas. Like how many of those bands?
All those tribute groups.
Yeah, like you're taking somebody.
Does that interest you at all? Like going to see that?
No, but if I was old and bored, like I was like, oh man, let's go watch like a Metallica cover band, and I was like, just like
I've been to a couple of things where, like I went to like a George Harrison, like where they played one of his albums, like a bunch of local artists got together to raise money for a good cause, and that was kind of cool. And I also saw one of these Beatles cover bands one time, and I think they're called Abbey Road. They were pretty good. But other than that,
the weird one is the Doors cover band, the very famous one.
Oh really? I didn't know that.
Like I saw him like 25 years ago.
The best is when they don't look like the guys at all.
But this guy looked like him and acted like him. But that was
the Doors in concert. Is that what it's called?
No, it's a famous Doors cover band.
Well, this is like the first result.
Maybe that could be it. He's got to be too old now to look at him. Wild Child tribute band. Look at that. But this might be the actual song. We don't want that. But let's say the Doors, like, I know the Doors have what's his face opening for them. The guy from American Idol. No, that was Queen.
The Doors have
Queen. The Queen. Well, the Doors.
The Doors are all dead.
All of them?
Well, I mean, the main two guys, the keyboardist and Jim Morrison.
Yeah.
Those are the main guys.
Yeah. But I guess Queen has the lead, the guy.
Yeah, they still have Brian May. As long as Brian May is still out there, they'll still be a band.
So like, it's so funny because like, if you look at like Queen featuring, they had to put his name in there. Like that guy's Adam.
Yeah, dude, that's not really Queen to me though, is it to you?
No.
Yeah, I mean Freddie Mercury, Brian May is.
So I.
Oh, they're playing the Las Vegas Hilton. Wow, that's a real venue. That's where Elvis played, man.
Well, because like. Yeah.
It's not called the Hilton. It's Hotel Westgate. I'm kind of sad about
It's
that.
sad, dude.
Yeah.
That was great. That's a great place.
I like staying there. That was my first time in Vegas when I turned 21. I stayed at the
But
Hilton.
this guy 100%.
They ever show his damn face?
No, not anymore, but...
No, I mean, like, I just want to see what... Yeah,
I
man.
saw this guy at the whiskey or at the trip.
Sounds good.
He sounds just like him. He looks just... Back then, he looked just like... Yeah.
Oh, that's fake
What's
Jimi
happening?
Hendrix?
Yeah,
Dude,
that's it.
don't you think this is an interesting group to kind of hang out with in a green room? All these guys who pretend to be other people. Like, is this fake John Lennon right here? Is this,
No,
or is
that's
that the guy?
That's no. That guy right there in the white is the lead singer.
Like, this looks like John Lennon right here. Wouldn't you think that's an interesting group to hang out with?
But look at him. From that, doesn't it look like
Oh,
Jim?
yeah. I love this. Do you think knew he looked like Jim Morrison, so
everybody
started
so
trying to sing like him?
goddamn
Or do you
green?
think he
Of course.
sang like Jim Morrison and started trying to look
I'm
like
sure he was a singer before, and everyone's like, "Hey, dude, you want to make some cash?" You kind of look like him, and and now it's.
That's got to be soul sucking, right? Though, to commit to, like, I mean, that's your career, is just doing somebody else's thing.
I don't know.
Well,
I
imagine
mean,
if you could only do Bill Hicks's jokes.
Right,
You went
but we
around
know
doing Hicks.
people have made a good living
No,
off
but
of
I'm
ripping
saying,
people off.
would you feel good doing? No, I'm saying you were a tribute act.
I would not.
Yeah,
I would not
Oh,
enjoy
man.
that.
That would be fun. Yeah.
I don't even like doing my old jokes, let alone someone else's jokes.
Really? You
Right.
went
Oh,
back
dude.
Skipper in a wheelchair?
Dude, if I go 2 years and I have the same act, which I'm teetering on right now, I'm a garbage
There's
person.
so many popular people that do decades with the same jokes.
Well, they end up in places where I don't want to
Great
go. I
shot.
think you always have to be trying to come up with a new chunk of jokes. And then you go on the road, the crowd probably wants 70% new shit, and then some classics. You know, you gotta do it. That's how it goes.
That's why I always thought it would be a challenge to be a guy like Foxworthy, you know, who has like catchphrases, and people are gonna want to hear the catchphrases, you know, and you try to do new stuff. That's gotta be challenging.
Well, you know what he would do, man, is he would do his act, and then he would leave, and everyone would be like, encore, and he'd come back and just do You Might Be a Redneck.
Really? Oh, that's smart. Yeah, that's the move. Sure.
That's how you do it, and that's how he gets over.
Yeah, because he just walks back on stage and immediately goes, "You might be a redneck."
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. I bet that guy. Oh, I bet
Oh,
it brought
yeah,
the
for
house
sure.
down, bro.
If I was Bert Kreischer, I would only do The Machine as an encore.
Brilliant. Yeah.
That's
the
all
way
I would
to
do.
it. Yeah.
Do
You
your
can't.
whole act.
Oh, I'm
Machine, Come
tripping.
back, have them beg for more. Encores are so funny because it's literally the band begging, telling you to beg.
It's always
Please,
weird. Yeah.
please play
Weird,
more. Please, it's such an ego stroke off.
And what you think there's ever been one where everybody just left, you know, and then the band was like,
Metallica used to play forever to the point where I'm like, wrap
They
it up.
will,
Oh,
they
yeah, dude.
will,
I mean, like, it'd be like 3.5 hours.
money.
I'm like, okay, I'm good.
by the way, I finally, for the first time, because, you know, I was never, well, when I was a kid, I liked Metallica. I liked Load and Reload around that time. But I finally watched Some Kind of Monster a couple weeks ago.
It's like I'm
Dude,
not
that
even
documentary is
there.
amazing. That's one of the best music documentaries I've ever seen.
About what?
The band falling apart, Metallica, all the problems they
Oh,
had when
yeah.
like, Hetfield went to rehab.
Oh,
and stuff.
really?
Oh, it's so good, dude. It's one of the best documentaries I've ever seen. Have you not seen that?
No, I haven't.
Oh, it's incredible. I'll just show you a quick clip of Lars and James Hetfield getting into
Lars?
an argument.
Larsa Pippen.
They had,
Oh, a
I mean,
bunch
some
of
nasty
losers.
fights, bro, in this documentary. And it's
Jesus
all recorded,
Christ.
and they're all kind of like
And
I
Churchill was
don't know how
there?
to get out of there.
Kissinger, not Churchill.
Yeah, Kissinger.
Those you got those guys.
Interesting is like, and this is what bands go through, comics battle constantly, is as you get older, are you interesting enough? Or does everything become like kids and all that stuff? And you will talk about shit.
That's what this documentary is all about, dude. James Hetfield comes in and is just like, dude, when he comes back from rehab, he's like, I have to be done at 4. If we don't get here in time, I'm sorry, I have to be done at 4. You know, it's like you on the podcast, honestly. It's a band and like talk to them all, and it's excruciating. And then in the end, the therapist starts to feel like he's a member of the band, so they have to tell him like,
It's a giant. It's like I used to get high when things are going good. I used to get high when things are going bad. I used to get high when bills were paid. I would get high when I was struggling to pay my bills. And the only thing all that stuff had in common was that I was feeling an emotion, whether it was happy or sad, and I didn't want that.
Can I even you out?
No, it checked me out. I wouldn't feel what I was starting to feel. I wasn't coming close to myself because I didn't want to feel who I was and understand what I was and where I was going and why I was where I was in my life. Why everybody around me was doing great and then I was fucking on the outside, which I totally still am. But I've been able through the last couple of years, and even like, you know, since like, let's say 7 years ago, I'd say 7 years ago things started changing for me, right?
Hold that.
Even though I got sober almost 3 years ago. But things started changing, and they could change even more if I would have stopped doing drugs. I was white knuckling it during that whole time. So, like, but I just didn't want to feel that. I mean, like, dude, I sunk so low at certain moments, dude. Like, things that I'm just not proud of. Not even like, but like getting high and running like AA meetings. Like, that was one of the, wasn't the lowest. I have other lows. But that was like, what a fucking fraud I felt like, dude. I felt like such a fraud. Here these people are trying to keep it real, and and I'm just straight up cheat coding this bullshit. Like, it was the worst feeling ever. And that still wasn't enough to get me high. And it wasn't until I had kids. It still wasn't enough to stop me getting high. It wasn't until I had kids and I realized that, like, my responsibility to them. Like, you know, because here I am, like, I look at the picture of them as just babies. And I was like, they didn't ask to be my kids. You know, like, I mean...
Bro, how you end up touching the ball, bro?
Like, they didn't ask to fucking be brought to a world where their dad was a junkie, right? So it's like, I got sober off that. And I use that to shine.
You get sober, and then you got Alex Stein coming up behind you.
Alright, y'all, I'm gonna go eat real quick, hold on.
Drugs and pregnant.
It's just so weird.
That video is crazy.
I love him. That's a weird video.
He's hilarious.
That's a weird video. That's a really weird video.
So he's about to get
weird. The reason because what's going on right now is...
Hold on.
These are rock gods talking to each other.
The Titans.
These are the Titans of rock. And they've been touring forever. Like, in a weird way, like, they remind me of Bert Kreischer. They, like, Metallica has been going forever. Seen it all, non-stop, does not take days off, and they are, to the victors go the spoils, right? You know, but James Hetfield is, you know, in some kind of way asserting his dominance, and Lars Ulrich is like, you're not the only alpha here.
Yeah.
Because everybody else, like, they are the two planets in which everything else rotates around. I mean, even the other guy, Kurt, like, he's been there forever, but he is, you could tell instantly, and he probably has lasted so long because he is a quiet dude.
Dude, you know what they do, though? When they bring Robert Trujillo in, they sit him down, and they're like, dude, and he has no idea. They're like, we're going to offer you $1 million up front, because we want you to know we're taking you seriously, and you're going to be a full member of the band. Like, they just bring him in right away. You know, most bands wouldn't do that. Most bands, their guys that come in later get nothing. And they made him, like, and they even sat down with the lawyer later, and the lawyer was like, yeah, so he's only going to have, like, 1/20th the votes of you guys or whatever. And Hetfield and Lars Ulrich are like, that's bullshit, dude. No, we told him he's a member of the band. We gave him $1 million up front. He's a member of the, and dude,
that's cool.
And that's how you keep somebody in your band, though, dude. That's why they've been together like that.
And that's why that guy Ryder dies. And like and the guys, the one Cliff,
$1 million, bro. He was living.
Guy,
they showed his apartment. It was a shithole. Gave him $1 million
because he was in Suicidal Tendencies, who was a great band.
And when they bring him in to audition, he just clearly is so much better than everybody else. Like, he had no problem. They're like, wait, you know that song? You can play that song? He's like, yeah, I think I got it. And he just shreds through it. It's like jumping all over the place. It's amazing.
How about the guy that quit Metallica? Where's he now?
Oh yeah, he's in this too, dude. He's in this too, trying to start his own band and talking about why this documentary. And I'll just show you the Mustang thing real quick. But that just continues with being passive aggressive.
It's difficult for me to comprehend
So this is when James Hetfield is in rehab, and Lars Ulrich has no idea what to do with himself. So they just send him out to like, you know, get right with the Lord or something. I don't know. It's really weird. So he goes and talks to
What
Dave
they're
Mustaine.
trying to do is create some kind of fireworks.
Yeah, because they're
and
not
they're
sure.
Like, let's go talk to Dave Mustaine.
They're not sure they have a
remake that
documentary.
And just reopen that wound.
Yeah.
No,
by the way, somebody said we could probably get him on our podcast.
Who, Dave Mustaine?
Yeah, I heard that a bunch.
But I mean, like Megadeth became a huge band.
Yeah, and
but it
well,
was
you
never
listen to him
Metallica.
talk. He talks about exactly that. It's so fascinating that you said
That you
that.
feel when you look back on the last 20 years is rooted in the Metallica thing.
Okay. I'll explain in as simple terms as I can, not to stultify you, but to just make it real easy. I had nothing. Then I had everything. Then I had nothing again. And it was okay going from nothing to everything to nothing. But then having someone stand on the back of my head and keep me underwater made it even harder for me. I've been erased from any involvement. The quotes that I was never meant to be in here anyways, it was just filling a spot, I was just a temporary guy, I was fucking losing my breath, I got kicked out. All the horrible things that were said immediately after my firing. I agree, I should have been fired because I was dangerous because of my disease.
Respect, bro.
But watching for so many years, the band continue to become successful and successful and successful, and us to never address, you know, the way that I was let go. My God, Lars, you guys woke me up and said, you know what, you're out. And I asked you, what, no warning? I said, no second chance? And you guys said, no, go. Good God, man, I didn't get a chance. And I've lived, and yeah, maybe for some people, you know, 18 years is a long time. For me, it seems like yesterday. I look up and I see the guys that I love. They're my extended family. I remember, all I had was my mom. All I had was you and James. We had dreams together. And I sold everything to join that dream. And then it ended. And I agreed with you for doing what you did. Because of the nature of the disease.
Respect, bro.
So smart.
Don't kid yourself. I mean, if there was ways to address, you know, what was going on, you know, with my problem. And who I am sober is totally different from who I am drunk. Who never gave it a try. Never gave it a chance. Would it have worked? As much as I loved being with you guys, I'm sure it would have. And coming down to the part about the violence, you know, if I was at a party and I saw someone hit you again, I'd break his leg again in a second. That's just my nature. I'm overprotective to the people that I love.
I think you guys would have great
You know,
powers.
and every time I see Phil, you know, I feel bad for him. But I wasn't going to let him hurt me. It was for Sandoval, from Armored Saint. Don't you remember him breaking his leg?
Stop. Stop. Do you see this? Like, that to me is like, I have that moment in my life. Lars doesn't even remember that.
Doesn't remember the guy, yeah.
And he is like, I would have broke his leg again. He's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
That is called a resentment. And I have that story. And I tell it to everybody. Ann from Fox sees me bomb in Montreal. For 2 years, I'm focused on getting in front of her. I crush in front of her. She doesn't remember it. It was the whole thing. It was my whole everything. It was my Kill Bill moment.
And then later he goes on to say what you said. Like, he's like, dude, you guys had, you know, I mean, I was in Megadeth. We sold millions of records, but it wasn't what you guys had. and it wasn't as good. It's just really, it's fascinating. I can't
I'm
recommend
telling
that
you, dude, I
documentary
gotta watch
enough.
this
You
shit.
gotta watch. Every second of it is like this too. It's all just like, oh shit, these guys are like really being honest. Because it's, you know why it's great? It's because it's so rare, even in a documentary, that people are being honest with a camera in the room. It just doesn't happen a lot.
But what's very interesting is like, you know, like there's always been these crazy stories about Dave Mustaine, and what I got from that moment is like, this guy is a dude who is very much in touch with his light and his dark.
That's kind of part of the process of recovery, right? Is getting in touch with
the reason you can go to a recovery meeting and hear a guy who's sober for 40 years and he's only 65, right? And he says alcoholic, because the truth of the matter is like deep down inside, your darkness is always there. And the greats use their darkness to help ascend their light. And that's what I got out of that. One of the my favorite stories, and it is an indication of the kind of like, the way I saw the world of comedy, and it kind of hurt me, is like, it was boxing in a weird way.
You saw comedy as boxing?
Back in the day. It was boxing. One versus other.
Wait, who was your opponent? The other comedians or the audience?
Both.
Both.
And that was a big part. I did to the audience part. But there was a time where I wanted to be the greatest to ever do it. And that's so delusional, but that was my mindset. And sometimes it kept me going. Right. I mean, in hindsight,
the greatest
to who? To what? To have 100. And like, look where I am. I mean, you could not fall farther from that. But
you could.
You
love down. You have this real bad habit, I think, of kind of down talking your success. You know, kind of poor mouthing it.
But
it's because you're humble. I know.
One of the things is like, I really like to be in tune with what I really do believe, which is I started with guys who are playing arenas right now. It's just a fact, and it's okay. But I am selling 150 tickets. That's fine. But I think
you also started with a lot of guys who are fucking, working the factory line right now too. You know, you just don't think about those guys.
100%. I make no illusions of it. But I know where I am, and I am who I am, and that's all that I am, and that's fine. Right? I'm Popeye.
Like Dr. Seuss, yeah.
No, it's Popeye. But there was a time where I thought going last was like the most important thing. And you meet people like that, where they, like in a showcase show,
like the Mencia kind of mindset?
Yeah. And it's a very dangerous, toxic way of looking at shit. And it used to be, there was a famous story about the Monsters of Rock tour. And this story...
Was that a tour? I thought that was an album. Was that
no, Monsters of Rock tour.
Who was on that album?
It was Slayer, Megadeth, and there was one other band, and I forget who it was.
Oh, here it is. Hard Rock Heavy Metal Festival in England. They had it in the 80s, and they actually had it in 2023.
The Monsters of Rock tour?
That's what it says here. The first one was Rainbow, Judas Priest, Scorpions. April Wine, I don't know if that's...
There's one with Slayer and Megadeth and one other band.
81 was Whitesnake, AC/DC, Blue Oyster Cult, Slade. That's good. 82, which one were you saying?
There was one...
This is a good one. 83, Whitesnake, Meatloaf, ZZ Top, Twisted Sister, Dio. That's a good one.
You don't see tours like that anymore, do you?
No, I think these might be just like a one-off stuff.
But there was a Monsters Rock, and it said Metallica. It was in Metallica. No, it was Megadeth and Slayer.
Okay,
and there's one other band.
Here's one with Megadeth on in '88. It was Iron Maiden, Kiss,
I was posing for that.
Megadeth, Guns N' Roses, and a band called Halloween. I don't know.
Halloween was great. Okay, so there's a story about Megadeth and Slayer. They played in a concert, and Dave Mustaine was like, because they were gonna have Slayer close the show, and Dave Mustaine was like, we should all take turns closing the show. And then it's a very famous quote was, God help those who follow Slayer. And I always would that was my idea in comedy. And it was like I was.
It was 1998 in South America. Slayer, Megadeth, Manowar, Dream Theater, Saxon, Sabotage, Glenn Hughes, Corzus, and Dorsal Atlantica. That's supposed to be like some South America.
Those are some weird bands, but that tapered off.
But yeah, Slayer, Megadeth,
yeah,
Manowar.
And they were just like, hey man, we should switch who's closing.
See who did 2023 where it was. 2023 was in Brazil. We had Kiss,
Ooh, that's
Scorpions,
loud, my boy.
Deep Purple, Halloween again, and a couple other bands out there.
Yeah, dude. I go see that right now.
Well, how did I not get any?
Yeah, I mean, Jay, don't you understand? It's like these pro athletes who are like, I just want to stay with my family. Then he gets 6 months with the family. He's like, I'm getting back into the game, or I'm coaching, or something.
Yeah, I remember like Paul Simon talking about how he wasn't going to do more music, and then now he's already back to it. Even though he's got like partial deafness in one of his ears, he doesn't typically play live anymore. But he just came with a new album.
He's just gonna try to do it. It's just like, what
No,
can
he's
I do?
not. I don't think he's gonna do live stuff until he gets his hearing back. He's living in a cabin in Texas, dude, in the middle of the woods, like with this woman that has a grandson. But isn't that, you'd think Paul Simon's like the most New York kind of guy there is, and he's just living in like CBS Sunday Morning went out to see him.
Johnny, this is the funniest thing about like this movement of like little cars, little fucking houses, all that stuff, is if you actually study the elites, they all want bigger houses, bigger cars, bigger everything, right? It can't get big enough.
Look at this picture. When I looked up all the songs in the house.
So great, bro.
Look at that, dude.
So great.
It kind of, I love seeing guys that you know now when they were young, because you can see more who they are. You know what I mean? Like you can see right into who they are, who they were kind of.
So great, bro. And they're so rich.
They gotta be one of the richest bands. Right?
Oh, I mean, they tour forever, bro. They've been touring forever. And they never need to put out another album. And just like Guns N' Roses.
300
I can't believe it's not insanely more. But it's like Guns N' Roses. Like, you never need to ever do.
Sweet Child of Mine's enough to retire your whole family
You
and every.
never need to write another album. Just tour off Paradise City. Just tour off.
Good, bro.
That's all you need.
Dude, we used to, when we did weight training, if you did any sports, you had to do weight
Appetite
training.
for Destruction, the greatest one of
And
the
all
greatest.
they would do is just play Welcome to the Jungle over and over again in the weight room.
Yeah. How about this?
Forever.
Joe Rogan is he's in Greece. He runs into Axl Rose. Axl Rose goes up to the concert, got a show tonight. Gets to hang out backstage as Guns N' Roses and Fred.
I bet you missed a lot.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how he has time. The reason I never text him because I couldn't imagine what his phone's like.
It's funny you say that because I just watched a clip before I came here of Artie Lang on Opie's new podcast, someone Opie's, but talking about how Howard Stern just completely wrote him off. Like he tried to reach him, couldn't reach him. And finally, when Robin was in with cancer a few years back, he happened to go visit her, and the security guard was like, "He's upstairs, right?" And Artie was like, "What?" Like even the security guards know that he's got beef with me. But he went upstairs. And then Stern was totally chill with him, was like, hey, we gotta make Robin laugh. Come have a seat. And they joked around, he said for like an hour. It was like doing the Stern show all over again, with just the three of them there in that hospital room, nobody else. Then Howard and him shook hands. He's like, hey Howard, can I call you? And Howard's like, yeah, call me. Never answered the phone. He called him 3 more times, and then finally he said, I don't want to be that guy that keeps calling you, so if you don't want to talk to me, whatever. Howard has talked to him since, man. Isn't that weird?
Well,
some people just write. Some people can't
I
understand
think
drug
Howard
addicts.
is so folk. I mean, like, dude, listen, I'm not somebody who hates Howard Stern because of all the craziness that he's kind of got. I think this is just.
I don't hate him either. I love Howard Stern.
This is Howard Stern. Like, Howard Stern is this guy. Like, the whole COVID and vaccine, like, that is Howard Stern's brand. He's been a germaphobe forever. Like, that's why I never got mad at him. Because when I met him twice, right, I went to go shake his hand. He freaked out, and I go, oh, okay, I'm sorry, dude. And I just didn't do it. And the
So
day,
weird, man. What, really? He, like, tensed up like...
Yeah. Listen, dude. I can tell you, I've had some amazing moments in my life. the two greatest moments of my life comedy career, and I was fucking doing blow that night was the End of the World podcast with all those
it's a
guys.
great podcast.
What are you talking
And I'm literally only concerned, are they going to get rid of porn and fucking, are they going to have condoms in porn? That's all I'm worried about that night. And it's so funny because nobody understands, because in that room, because that clip is starting to come up.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, I see a lot of places
People are
now.
starting to play it. It's like I'm part of, it's just like, it's this like the Last Supper vibe.
Yeah, even the way it's staged with you guys all at that table. Yeah.
Right. And I'm out there because Doug Stanhope calls me out. And it's
What
Doug
a swell guy.
Yeah, I mean, like, if Doug Stanhope's the most interesting guy in the world. Because if you listen to his act, especially his old shit, that's some savagery. But off stage, he's the nicest guy you'll ever meet. And that's why I always say this. He's like, the nicest guys are the savages on stage. They get their rage out on the stage, and then they're happy people off stage. Because they, so that moment, being on that, because that is an era that is no longer around. Nothing is as it was.
It's so sad.
Well, it's just time changes, bro. And then the other one is making Howard Stern laugh. And I did it multiple times. And it was like, okay, I'm good, dude.
That's cool, man.
When I made him laugh.
That's so cool, dude.
And I made a joke about the guy. And like the thing that sucked was like this moment on Howard Stern was so big to everybody in the contest. And I knew what Stern loved, which was conflict.
Oh,
He
yeah,
loved any microaggression and conflict, he would run with it on the show. So I made up a story that I didn't know if I was going to pay Nodder money if we won. Because Dana's the reason I got on Stern. Because she sent my radio demo to them. I didn't even know it.
Wait, so that radio demo, you didn't record that for
No.
the contest?
Kevin Couch, who was on National Lampoons, had put together a demo because he's like, you should have a radio show, bro. Which is why I...
And so you went into a studio and just recorded like
No. I had a
pilot or
show
something.
on National Lampoon called The Hollyweird Report.
But I thought he said you should be on the radio. You mean he'd put you on the radio?
No, he's like... Because I didn't get paid to do The Hollyweird Report. I was just wanting so badly to do radio because I always wanted my own show that
It's funny, you were podcasting and you didn't even know it.
Yeah. So I was like, hey, dude, I'll just do a segment called The Hollyweird Show. And it was me, Nodder, and I'd have a... By the way, fun fact, one of the first times Bert Kreischer tells the machine story is on The Hollyweird Report.
Oh, really? Does that exist anywhere?
Probably not. It was old National Lampoon's radio.
Dead internet.
I bet you if I go to Kevin Couch, do you have any of those? I bet you he has them. So...
What about those clips of Stern? Does that exist anywhere? I would love to know.
They are. They're on the internet.
I've tried to find them.
Just put in Sam Tripoli Howard Stern.
I've tried it a million times.
Okay, hold on. So, anyways, so what was the point of this? Oh, so Dana takes the.
Oh no, I can find it, but I can't find the part you're talking about. I can find you sending like the tape.
Well,
in.
every once in a while, they'll play my segment on Howard Stern Radio.
Oh yeah, the Who Wants to Be Howard Stern thing.
Yeah, and like again, Kevin Couch made the thing for me, made the demo for me, gave it to me. Dana took it, made a copy of it, and sent it into Howard Stern because somebody said, "Oh, Sam, you should do that." I'm like, "I'm not gonna do that. They'll never pick me."
Oh, that's cool.
And then one day, everyone's calling me up, "Dude, Stern's playing your show." I go, "What?" And then it just happened, and they go, "We're gonna pick Sam Tripoli to come in here and do the."
And what, they sent you a plane ticket, flew you out?
Yeah.
That's so cool, dude.
Yeah, and like, so we did it, and
What was that at K-Rock?
No,
Or
it was
that
in New
Sirius?
York City.
No, I mean, which
Whoa!
radio station?
That's
K-Rock
Sirius.
or Sirius? Okay.
Sirius.
What year? That would have been after 2006.
Yeah, it was, I don't even remember, but we went out and we crushed, and they gave us an hour. And this is the true story. You know who called into my show to help me? Joe Rogan.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Had he been on?
Well, he had already had a falling out with Joe Rogan, with Stern, because Stern was saying they thought Joe was gay because he had all these problems. They was discussing, and then it turned out that they were trying to set Joe up for a fucking prank, where a woman was gonna call in and act like she's had Joe's kid. And Joe's like, I don't appreciate that. You know Joe, dude. There's only 2 people on planet Earth that are allowed to fuck with Joe to his face. These are only 2 people.
Okay.
Bill Burr, Doug Stanhope. That's it. Nobody else can give shit to the fucking Don.
Yeah.
To the Godfather, you can't do it. And that's fine, because he's earned that right, bro. Right? And like, I get it, dude.
No, totally, bro. Yeah.
Right? Like, it's just...
Is this picture, by the way, is this down on Hollywood Boulevard at the end there where...
Look at that. Yeah, that's that corner.
That weird, like, statue.
Yeah, the gay magician. Yeah.
This photo's haunted you said, right?
No. The one that haunts me.
Did you listen to this guy Samuel Tripoli?
Samuel?
He's not on my list of who I picked, but remind me what he did. Yeah, I'll tell you one sec. I made notes. I made extensive notes on each guy. Like I took this really seriously, Robin.
Stop. But listen, this is kind of like an insight into Howard Stern. Out of everybody on this, he's the one who listened to these shows.
No, totally. He's really
like nobody else listened to them.
Detail oriented. Yeah.
Artie Lang, like I knew Artie was going through it just by being a drug addict. Like he was gray.
Oh, really?
He was like fidgety. He wasn't like focused.
Yeah.
You know?
No, totally. Well, that's the weird thing. See, I can find this clip, but I can't find the clip where you're in studio. That's the one I can't find.
Okay. Yeah, because I posted that.
You know, it was important.
Somebody well, where is the one with you in studio?
I was supposed to listen. Remind you. We handed it to you. How much more reminder do you need?
Obviously, that was.
What's the matter with you, Gary? You didn't do your job. Call Robin, remind her what she needs to do.
Nobody
she can yell at you for
listened.
bothering her.
The only one who listened was Stern.
Robin, could you please do your job? This guy Samuel Tripoli, I thought was good. He had a hottest chicks in Hollywood rap. Talked about Hulk Hogan. He's like, Hulk Hogan's gonna get laid. What's this fucking? What's his wife gonna do? You hear that?
You remember that, Gary? Gary doesn't.
No,
all
nobody
right, here, let me give you a little of this guy. Tell me what you think.
Here's a Hollywood Report, National Lampoon Radio Couch It. I'm Sam Tripoli. This is the Nodder. Hey. So it's time for us to put together our...
What you call him the Nodder? Does that mean something?
Nodder.
That name? Does that mean something?
No,
like,
but Nodder is his name. I just called him the Nodder.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if that was like he nods off on drugs.
No, he's the bat. The Nodder. I wish I could get him on the show.
Where is
Every
he?
time he just became a teacher.
Oh, really?
He's the funniest dude. He found a porn of his parents. His parents made a porno, and he found it.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That's haunting.
Then he went to javelin school.
Javelin school?
Yeah, he went to javelin.
For throwing those long sticks?
No. What is it when you run with the giant?
High jump.
High jump.
So...
School for that.
Yeah, they went to high jump school. Yeah.
Where is high jump school?
I don't know, bro. He went to it. He's the best.
So funny.
Hottest chicks in Hollywood. My favorite is Eva Menendez. All right. Dude, I just love Latinas, dude. I think they're the sexiest.
By the way, just so you know, this clip got Chad Zumach into the radio world.
What is he on this?
He's on this as well.
Oh, no kidding.
So he's like,
Shout out
all right,
Chad.
you hear him right there? All right. So Chad,
Was that Chad? I didn't realize.
So Chad
Bye,
went
Chad.
around as heard on Howard Stern.
Oh, that's so funny. That's so funny. Yeah. Dude, credits matter so much to comedians. It's
well,
funny.
back
Even
in
now.
the day, they really mattered.
You see, I mean, guys still talk about like stuff that
On the planet, right? And they love the bone in the car. I don't know what it is. I couldn't imagine a girl that hot boning in the car. How great would that be?
They would be hot. Dude.
They just love. I mean, if you grew up in a one bedroom with 14 family members, you'd think the backseat of a Montero was like a Sweet the Palms too. Right? Hulk Hogan is getting divorced. Can you believe it?
What's she gonna do? He's still gonna get laid. What's she gonna do?
Well, who is she gonna do? That's the question.
Yeah,
Who's following the Hogan? Dude, how do you'd have to sleep lightly.
Yeah, dude.
You know, that guy's out there showing up in his pink underwear, right? Does anyone ever ask Hogan why he doesn't shave his hair?
Yeah, he lost that thing back in '84. I don't know.
Dude, is it Mears got the same haircut as Jason Voorhees in the first Friday the 13th? ABC, Steve Renazizi, everybody.
Hey, Steve.
Thank you guys very much for having me on.
Yeah, man. It sounds like you're voting for McCann. Is that what you're going for? Are you cleaning up immigration, buddy?
Well, yeah, it's like I'm not going to say who specifically I'm voting for. Is he white? Yes. Is he a man? Yes. So, I mean, if that's the point, you can narrow it down then. I'm not voting for women, I'm not voting for a black guy. So, I mean, I don't want to really specifically say who it's going to be at this point. Did he spend 5 years in a prison camp? Yeah, he did. But that's not the point.
Okay,
let's say you actually have a career. Let's say you get a real bump in your career. What would you rather do? Would you rather do rehab in Utah?
Were those little stinger sounds like the edits? Is
Yeah,
that
that's
you guys?
where- no,
or was
he's
that
edited
Stern?
it. No,
he edited it. Okay.
Couch edited it.
No, but that's not Stern. That edited
No,
it. Okay,
no.
I got you. Okay.
Go to jail, join Scientology, or be gay for pay?
Gay for pay.
There's a lot of laughing.
I actually didn't mind that so much.
Well,
I thought they did. I gotta say, these guys are better than the zoo guys that you like so much.
All right, well,
these guys are a little bit more real, and I actually see that if they did this for a while, they'd actually get better.
That's one of the tapes I pulled out.
Yeah, I like that one. I thought that was a contender.
Like if I was a program director, I'd tell them not to laugh so much at their own shit.
I think they're trying to give these guys a shot if I were a program.
I think a lot of people come up and they say what they like about the show is when we're having a good time, like laughing at each other, and I think they're pushing that a little bit.
Agreed.
But he had some decent premises to talk about.
I would agree with Fred that they're better than those other guys. I like them.
That's cool, dude.
Yeah, it was,
I like
and
that.
making
I would
them
love
laugh.
to hear when you were in studio. Damn it. Wish I could find that.
Yeah.
Look at that. You're promoting your MySpace, dude. MySpace.com/SamTripoliComedy. Let's see if that's still a thing.
No, it's not. They
You
took
don't-
it down, which made me sad. 'cause
They
I
took
had
it
some
down?
Funny ass shit on there, dude. I've had more shit taken down. Yeah, it's not there.
It's Sam Tripoli.
I just really wish somebody would help me buy MySpace.
Well, didn't you want? You still are there. What do you mean?
Do you know how much it's worth? 20 mil. They won't let
It's
you.
still there. You got 2.8 thousand connections, and
That was such a great thing. Johnny, we're running out of time.
yeah, we're an hour 20 minutes.
Okay, what do you want to do?
A couple voicemails if you'd like, sir.
Let's do some voicemails.
Okay.
Today's going to be the first time we didn't really do stories from my life. I'll save it for the next one.
Well, we
Because
might
what
still have
happened was that due to last week we had to move the show to Sunday. Then we
It's been a
recorded.
short week for us. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a short week.
And we just did a punch drunk.
And we
Check
just
that
did a
out.
punch drunk.
Oh, I wanted to talk about one quick thing. You remember a couple of months back, I told you about how the Passive Aggressive Homeowners Association sent me a nasty email
Yeah.
about having lights on my own patio.
Yeah.
Well, look at what I got left at my door today. At my door, we have a massive recycling. It's not a bin. It's like a giant ass. It's just a whole huge corporate-sized recycling container.
Yeah.
It's like one of those things that the garbage truck has to come pick up. Huge. And I put a couple of boxes, like a box that held toilet paper. That's how big it was. Not a big box in there. I didn't smash it down. I didn't fold it down because it was empty. The whole container was empty.
Right.
So some bitch from the homeowners association tore off the labels with me and my girlfriend's names. I probably shouldn't be showing these to the camera. I'll have to edit that out. It's got our addresses and stuff on it. Let me see if I can cover that up. I just want you guys to see. Okay, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, just blur it, Johnny.
I know, but that's
Johnny,
more,
just
that's
blur
more
it,
work for me
Johnny.
later. So she wrote in handwriting the same exact message on both of them and left them at our door. Please break down boxes before putting in recycling bin. HOA board. And then she wrote it again. Please break down boxes before
Johnny.
putting in recycling bin. HOA board. This thing was completely empty. She, we think we know who it is, would have had to have gone into the bin, that's how big it is, and pulled these out and torn the labels
Johnny,
off, and then
you
walked
have-
all the way the other end of the building and left these at our door. This is the most passive-aggressive bullshit.
Johnny, this is this woman's purpose in life is to regulate recycling. That's what everything in
Like,
her
how
life is.
bored
taken
are
care-
you?
That's it, Johnny. You live an exciting life compared to the cat lady who's concerned about breaking boxes down in recycling. This
Barb.
is her purpose.
I think that's her name,
Barb
Barb.
is just. This is all she's got.
She, the thing I resent the most is that she didn't sign her name. She just signed HOA board.
The question is, how long ago. How long has it been since Barb's got a quality dick down? The answer is
God,
decades.
if she ever saw this, I would never be able to live there.
Well, you know what? Whatever. You're gonna have to move out eventually.
I
right?
hope so. Our place is too small. I had a guy bring in a treadmill today, and it was so hard. They had to take the whole treadmill apart just to get it in our tiny ass door.
Johnny, you were that person.
I needed a treadmill, dude. I needed it because it's the walking on the pavement is just starting to kill me. I guess it's bad for your joints and stuff walking on pavement all the time, and it's breaking me down. I gotta write down to take my address out.
Take your address out. 552-9475 Willbrook Avenue.
You've got mail.
Yo, Johnny, Sam, big fan. Gotta tell you guys I love your shows, love your content.
Thank you, bro.
This guy's got like a helicopter in the background. If you
Yeah. This guy looks like he's running. It sounds like he's running from the cops.
All day long, I can listen for 10 hours straight per day and just crush you guys all day.
Thank you, dude.
You're so great.
It crushes us.
I crush you.
I am.
Crush.
I got a couple of atrocities. The first one is I'm driving home after a long day in plus 37 degrees Celsius fucking weather, and
he's in Canada. It must be.
Yeah,
plus
you couldn't
30
tell
somewhere.
by the A's?
Well, I thought maybe Minnesota.
Oh, it's possible.
sun visor in my car doesn't extend to the full length of the driver window. I don't know why every vehicle I have does that, as if they think I drive like a fucking praying mantis, but I like to relax and lean back at the end of the day, and the sun's directly in my eyes, just past
That's
the sun
the
visor.
worst.
Annoying as fuck.
It's so annoying.
Second atrocity.
Hold on.
This is the one.
I've wanted to phone in for a while. It was back when Sam kept saying that he was trying to be foreign free, but he kept leaving these little tidbits about all the viewing and shit that he does on Reddit. Let me tell you, Johnny, Reddit is one of the best sources for amateur porn in this world. It is like OnlyFans without paid subscriptions. You got people on there just doing it for the love of the fucking kink. And I know Sam follows all those not safe for work pages and was looking at all of them and thinking that he's not on Pornhub or X videos, so that means he's not watching porn.
Something just came on my camera up here.
It was just Sam. Interesting. Trying to change the subject to the camera when this man might have just pinned you down.
So,
Are
Johnny,
you, sir,
are you asking me if
consuming
I want-
pornography on Reddit?
I can say under oath, under the Lord, you know I love Jesus. I do not watch porn on Reddit.
Your camera is crashed again. I'm waiting for it to restart. You do not watch porn on Reddit.
I do not watch porn on Reddit. I swear.
The camera couldn't stand that lie. It actually broke down.
I look
and
right
it stopped.
into on my mother. On my mother. Okay.
By the way, I did yoga with Adrian. This shit's hard.
Yeah, dude.
It's hard.
It is hard.
It's hard.
It is hard, dude. But
So,
I love it.
No
dude.
porn.
No porn. I haven't done it.
Proud of you.
I won't watch porn.
Proud of you.
It's like low vibrations.
Do you think ever again? You won't say that, right?
I really don't want to watch it. The vibration of it is like, it's just trauma to me. A lot of trauma in it.
What about amateur stuff? You know, it's just like couples that love each other.
It just doesn't do anything to me.
Can I ask you, is part of it also that is part of your addiction, or is that not?
Yeah, 100%.
It is. Okay. Is
Sex
that part
addiction,
of? That's not
drug
part of your
addiction.
sobriety, though. Is it? What do you think?
Well, no, but I was going to SLA meetings, but they're too far away, and I just don't want to be stuck 1 hour each way doing it. So I just said a big reason I like this 75 hard is because it makes me like I have a time stamp and a goal is to get to 75 days no pornography.
Got a question about sex and love addicts. Is it sex and love addicts? Everybody is both, or some people just love addicts? And are those people really boring at the meetings?
Well, what's really weird is you'll go to these meetings and there'll be hot chicks being like, I'm so addicted to love. And I'm just like, I feel like a fox in a hen house.
So there are just love addicts.
Yeah, for sure.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's very weird. The really weird is sometimes they'll be if you go to like an SLA meeting, okay, and or you just go to sex addicts where it's just sex addiction, and there'll be all guys, and then one day a chick will show up, and everyone's like, whoa.
Yeah, let her talk.
Yeah, hey, the floor is yours. Tell us what weird shit you're into.
That's got to be weird for women, right?
Or they're just really into it. Like
Yeah.
they
Not the first time she's been alone in a room with 10 guys.
That turns her on, like just talking dirty in front of a bunch of guys.
Think about that. Interesting. Yeah. like it.
Yeah, I mean, like, Johnny, there's women out there that are in the CNC.
Oh, I know.
And
I've
it's
talked
crazy
to a few
to
of
them.
them. Yeah.
And it's just like...
That's consensual non-consent for you
Yeah,
straight edge
I have a
people out
joke about it. We've talked about it on the show. It's a great joke, but I know someone's going to be like, culture. And you're like, you got to beep that, right? Do you got to beep that?
Probably.
Yeah. Okay. Back culture. And it's like, not. It's not all. It's actually an anti-beep joke, okay? I'm
Beep
stopping.
culture.
Yeah.
Here's a call. Someone with an atrocity that I didn't know about, and I think it's a legitimate.
Oh,
atrocity.
by the way, his first, that's not really atrocity.
No, it wasn't really.
Like your son, you like the sun is in your eyes.
Yeah.
It sucks. I get that sometimes if I'm driving home at the wrong moment. Sun bang right in my eye. It sucks. It was so funny because Leno used to read like crazy headlines or crazy news clips, and one was a guy complaining that they need to do something about the sun because when he goes on the highway, it's in his eyes. And it's like, what are you going to do? What am I supposed to do about the freaking sun?
All the highways have to be north-south,
Yeah.
so you can never go east or west.
And then there's no his second thing was no atrocities. That's not atrocity.
I think the atrocity was you lying to your
Well,
public.
this guy who listens to me 10 hours a day is like hate
he crushes
listening or
you.
something. Because, like, why would I lie
Well,
about
dude, that's what they say. Remember in Private Parts, they say about Stern, you know, that the people who love Stern listen for 3 hours, and the people who hate Stern
I
listen
love
for 10
the
hours.
guy, but it's like, why would I lie about that? I'm pretty honest.
bullshit, bro.
It's about everything.
I believe you. There's another atrocity. This is a solid atrocity.
Okay.
And I didn't know it.
Hey guys, just gotta say I love you both so much. And I'm not sure if I have an atrocity
Back
here,
at you.
but my 16-year-old son was like, that's fucked up. So here I am, mail carrier. I deliver the mail 6 days a week. Past 10 years, been doing this. It gets hot here in California every summer. This is like
hit a cut, light him up, ayy, don't hype him up cause he'll die. How your whole block cry, his balloons in the sky. Now the ops want me dead, so I tell him come try. But I slide first, all they hear is fa, fa, fa. That's that Nick, nigga. Ayy, that's how I'm coming, bitch. Like a track star, I'm on my block, really running shit. I do this shit in real life. Once, hit a cut, light him up.
Let me be honest, I know I saw her put the first in my car. You see to my eyes roll back like the old man.
Qui nous arrive ce soir de Paris. Alors vous allez distinguer dans Paris des immeubles sans électricité. On nous signale, ce soir c'est Télévis qui nous confirme ça. Vous êtes pas prévenu.
Give him space, please, gentlemen. Thank you.
Thank you.
For the prediction for AJ? AJ has to do what he must do for the land, So I'm rooting for AJ. He's up against a 6-foot guy now. I'm excited to see him learn. Bad man knows bad man.
I've give him space.
Get the thing in the mix, man. Get in this mix now. Look. All of them. Boys, not let's go. Hit the mix. The four jam.
Ngày vô nhà thương, ngày vô nhà thương, ngày vô nhà anh biết thương. Giây phút em gặp anh là
You're Jake Paul, I'm Logan Paul. We are different people. We have different interests. We have different friends. It can end with, and we are brothers.
But where does that rank? Because sometimes you let it rank down here, and sometimes you want it to be number one when it's convenient for you.
Well, I'm by your side. If I have to sit in jail, I'll sit in jail. They're gonna shoot you, I'll stand in the way. We go down together. Fuck.
You're Jake Paul, I'm Logan Paul. We are different people. We have different interests. We have different friends. It can end with, and we are brothers.
But where does that rank? Because sometimes you let it rank down here, and sometimes you want it to be number one.
Can you admit that I have a black belt in origami? Admit it!
We're gonna see if Kaysen's back is improved from the last time. Pull it back.
Closes right there.
Bruh. Oh, mukbang?
Defeating a criminal who tries to attack you is surprisingly simple. You just need to follow the Romanian Rambo's two...
That's not hard.
First spawn. This was my first spawn. Those are boy ones?
I mean, those are called the dad sandals. Or those
Dad sandals?
Yeah,
Okay.
but if you're looking for men's shoes,
Men, yeah, men.
we don't
Oh,
do men's shoes. We just have some of the sneakers that are in men's sizes.
thank you. All right, here we can go. Here we can go eat. Yo, that's me in the.
Thank you so much.
You guys are so nice. Okay. Store that was pressed or that scammed me. A million times. No. He. But then I put 100. My shorty. Here we go. About to go eat. But now, hold on. He said he looks like Neon. What do you guys think is the best?
I remember I posted a video. Damn.
Yo, shut up, chat. Act mad. What are they saying? Dude, what is this? Dude, I hate you guys. I cannot leave you guys. Bro, I cannot leave you guys with her. It's so stupid.
Damn. Fuck you. Someone said fuck you. That's so...
No, he said fucking Carter. Bro, Chad be trying to prank call. Prank me and shit. Are you eating? Eat.
Yeah.
Eat. Or you're just waiting on the noodles, huh? Did these look like the chopsticks that had the thing on it?
Someone said press about Punani. She's literally not a real person.
Who? No one asked for her number.
Yeah, they did.
The
It's
guy?
on video. You have to rewatch it.
You swear to God?
Whoa, I don't swear to God.
Dude, I really don't trust you guys. It's okay, guys. I know she's loyal.
I got fat press watches, right? There you go.
What did he say? What happened? Is he trying to riz? What? What happened? Dude, I'm confused. What happened?
Damn, guys.
He trying to riz. Zesty riz.
Damn.
It tastes
Okay, fine, I'll eat. What, it doesn't taste good?
No, it tastes better because it's free. It really is free. I mean, it was like a risk. I could have lost it, but
Babe, he gave me that and didn't even ask for it. I don't know why
I know
he
what
did
the fuck. He gave me salt and pepper.
Who needs salt and pepper here?
Right.
This
Cucumber.
shit already salty.
Do you want?
I only like the outside.
Here.
Can't eat the inside.
I don't know how.
Just take out the inside. Like squeeze it out. Yeah. Thank you.
She's so weird.
And then the chocolate dumpling.
It's like a dumpling, Oh yeah, did you order it?
No, I didn't. Too much food. I'm not hungry.
It's like a dumpling, and I eat the inside, and she eats the outside. That shit makes no sense. This shit's actually busted, ain't gonna lie. I haven't ate all day, honestly. The basketball runs.
Holy shit. What the hell?
The basketball runs were good. Shout out to my homies for pulling up. It cost them $10 to even get in. I would have paid, but they already paid. Bro, I'm so confused. Anyways, y'all, I gotta stop leaving y'all with her.
She is vaccinated.
Don't even answer.
Damn. The boy getting views. The boy getting views.
Yo, Offset. What's up, man? I'm Will. I shoot music videos. I got a whole bag of cash. We could do one right here in the hotel as like a prop. What you mean, a bag of cash? Oh.
Finalize this speech by saying, I am a boxer, I am a fighter, I've always claimed to be a fucking fighter.
Fan, the dominoes are starting to fall. This weekend we saw dramatic developments all across Africa. Russian flags being raised in the air throughout the continent. First to Niger, the country that started it all. Russian flags everywhere. And according to France 24 news service, the government of Niger has now signed a contract with the Russian Wagner Group for security. Yes, Wagner forces in Africa.
Yeah.
Can I receive what you have? Okay, put it down on the ground. Wait. You're a rookie. Okay, stay right there. Do not move. Stay right there. Just stay over there. Please, sir. Please, don't do that. 73, I gotta go. I'm not doing anything. Look, I'm not doing. Don't shoot. Don't not. I'm not. Don't shoot. Don't shoot. Don't. Drop the gun. I don't have it. Look. I don't have it. I don't have it. Shots fired. The guy has a gun over here. Isabella. I'm okay, but I need backup. Can I receive?
Please leave your
Yeah.
message for.
You blocked me.
What?
You blocked my number.
Please leave your
Yeah.
message for.
You blocked me.
Hey, block me! What's y'all doing? Bitcoin.
Put your head on.
Logan Paul is a businessman. This kid's really making some big moves. And KSI too. Those kids are making real money and doing their thing.
KSI.
What's that?
KSI.
Yeah. Logan Paul is a businessman. This kid's really making some big moves. And KSI too. Those kids are making real money and doing their thing.
KSI.
What's that?
KSI.
Yeah.
Logan.
Conor McGregor. Conor, Mr. Mystic Mac, come here. Conor. Big congrats to AJ. Big congrats to Eddie. Big congrats to the...
Y'a pas de raccourci, oublie de ceci, c'est bien faire la folie. Y'a pas de raccourci.
Stop pushing me. I'm trying to get in. I'm trying to get in the building.
Look to your left. You think you could beat him?
This man is a song.
Ooh, Sharkeisha! Oh my God, Sharkeisha!
This man is a song.
Sharkeisha!
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 If a man has sex with a slave girl whose freedom has never been purchased, but who is committed to become another man's wife, he must pay full compensation to her master. Oh, how nice of you.
Bună dimineața! Rășfășoare! Să-i dăm pat! Hai, go, go, go! Go, go!
Alright, thank you. Cigarette for breakfast?
So, this man walks into the barber shop with the intent to steal some.
This bitch was just chasing me around, thinking I'm cheating, bro. This bitch was chasing my car, thinking I'm cheating, bro. This bitch just shot my windows, shot both my windows out, bro. Talking about.
They say we look alike, you can really see it. Make some noise for my brother Steph Curry in the building one time. And of course the lovely Alicia Curry. And Mama Bear, you know. All right. I got my brother with me in the building, you know. They say we look alike, you can really see it. Make some noise for my brother Steph Curry in the building one time. And of course the lovely Alicia Curry. And Mama Bear, you know. All right. I got my brother.
The secret. Gelatin jelly jello. Jelly jello. Messi go Messi.
Come here.
Two girls walked out of nail shop without paying for $250 worth of services on their nails.
I'm happy right now because I haven't seen.
Which bumbo clock
Dog, I am. Cause this morning I wake up good enough. Give me a good blood clot, dog.
No, don't do this to me.
I know, I'm sorry.
No, don't do this.
Espero que te mortifique, mastique, trague, mastique.
Повернувся назад.
Imagine having a neighbor that not only tells you that he's tired of Mexicans and that you should go back to your country, but is constantly calling the cops on you and vandalizing your vehicle, trying to open your vehicle to plant something, but also tells your pregnant daughter that she should tie her tubes. Now, this is David Ledger, and he is also kicking trash on their side of the fence, and you'll see that in the video right now.
Doggo go? Where'd Doggo go? Alright, y'all, catch y'all later. Peace.